All right, guys. Thank you for rejoining us. Yeah, the struggles of the internet. Why is it that when I show back up, man? But anyways, we're gonna continue to watch this far game. It's Hill over there. The loser, I believe, of this match we just watched is gonna go play them. Are the winner. Hugo's on this 10. We'll be with you shortly. Flood Justin Ray's messages if we have problems. Make sure everybody messages him for sure. No, it's okay. We get like two. Isn't it like PG-13? You get like two cuss words. Yep. Um. Yep. Tim's gonna drop this down on one table, I believe. Gonna take some pictures with fourth place. I think Hugo just dropped that ball. I know we were a little distracted when he got down on the 10. Thank you again, everybody joining us. We'll be with you in a second. All right, guys. Like we said, we're gearing up here. We'll talk about that winner take all pot in just a minute when they get on the tables. Ooh, I like that positioning, man. Look at you. Stream designer extraordinaire.
Saw me with that slideshow.
I am proud of you.
That's how cocky I was.
That's great. Yeah, and it's measured in milliseconds too. That's the hard part.
The semifinals, right? We got three.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. All right, guys, we'll be with you just shortly. Thank you for joining us again. I think we have finally figured out our issues. Comes down to a dead port on the router. Nice. Always fun to problem solve when the stream's up. But yeah, we'll keep you posted shortly.
All right, looks like we're getting back into it. Sorry I missed the first game here, but like Peter will join me here pretty quick. Yeah, we got a port issue. It's all bar Wi-Fi stuff, as always. Sucks that we have apologized. We get tired of apologizing too, but looks like we're fixed at least for good for the semifinals and finals for this. Everything seems to be running smooth enough. We're wired in, so I want to thank everyone for their patience in this. It's rough on us as well. But here we go, Steve. Take the first game. Yeah, it looks like Steve's going up 1-0 here. I we got to see a little bit of Hugo earlier today. He ended up blowing what I think was a 5-2 lead. That 5, and then Al came back and took the hot seat. Al is not in the winner take all side pot, and he's sitting in the hot seat. So there's that. Al's been playing particularly well, so I think we're going to see a little bit of a different Hugo. Said that before, but we're going to see a different Hugo moving forward. You know, he lost his first match of the day on stream, but he's really just been, for lack of a better word, torturing his opponents on the backside, making his way back to second, third here. Loser taking third. Winner moving on to the finals, who has to double dip the red hot Al. Al's been playing very well. You know, Esteban says, go Hugo. Let's go. Open table. Yeah, all the balls do lay there. So the 2 to the 3 and the 3 to the 4. Biggest problems here. If he can get good on this 3 and then just draw back a little bit for the 4. Now maybe he'll either come around here to shoot the 4 in the same corner, or he'll play a high inside ball and take the 4 on the side. Yeah, he's trying to take it in the side. Didn't quite kill it enough. The speedy table. Yeah, I like the option there. He didn't want to lose his cue ball. He could have made the 4 on the side, but didn't want to leave his cue ball up to chance. So maintaining control of the table by playing safe, forcing Steve to kick at it. Yeah, it looks like Steve didn't leave him much here. I think Hugo can see at least some of the 4, but is it worth taking on or kicking? I almost like kicking at this 4. You got the 6-5 as blockers. If you kick it real well, just like that. Yeah, 6 stayed right there. Perfect shot. Really good kick there from Hugo. Holding that cue ball, keeping it over there behind that 5-6. In the same area and kicking the 4 out. Love the decision there. Even though he could see a little bit of that 4, he chose the higher percentage play. Yeah, like I said, I really think we're going to see a different Hugo here. He's playing like his hair's on fire. He's really playing well right now. I got to peek at a few of his games on that far table earlier once he lost his first one, and it was nothing like his first match. Yeah, great look here for Hugo. All the balls lay there. 6 to the 7 being the only issue now that the ball's got a little rearranged. 6 to the 7 isn't a big issue, but does take a little navigating with the cue ball. I almost like shooting the 7 in the same pocket as a 6 if you can get an angle like that. No, he was straight. He was straight on that 5. Just chose to leave himself distance. Oh, that'll work. Really friendly bump there on the 7. He's perfect. I want this cue ball to get away from you. I like a touch inside, kind of holding it on that side rail. You can come out a little bit. A little angle's not bad here. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to hit it too hard. That'll work. Brings the side pocket into play, though, if he chooses to draw it back. Yeah. Dug a little extra into that ball, guaranteeing that he wasn't going to go on the side. As a result, he's a little weird on this 9. Well, Chan says the donkey can't make fun of the tourney play from Hugo anymore. I'm sure that will still happen. Called the bank. Looks like he is gonna at least semi get away with it. He's gonna make Steve earn this one. I don't know if Steve's gonna kick at this 9. You can feather the 9 on his right side. Bring the cue ball up. Don't want to hit it too hard. Just thin it.
Justin, please tell me we are connected.
We're connected. We're connected,
Ugh.
baby.
Sorry, guys. Everybody joining us.
It's very cuttable. I don't really like the bank here. I like cutting this ball in. It's sliceable. These pockets are playing big enough. Even if you catch a little bit of that side rail, the pocket tends to, the object ball tends to slide right in.
I'm gonna talk to Tyler right here. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good, bro. Oh,
I think this laptop. I got it hardwired in my car. I'll show up this for whatever reason this laptop is shutting on. Right? Because my
What I could do is, I can give you a direct. So, make an actual action. Like, or like it's, I'll just do like.
Oh, you're all good. I mean, we can't get down now. We're already up. Yeah, so we're up and running right now.
yeah. Yeah, I missed it for a second. I'm dealing with the internet guy, Mike Urbanski's helping us out with the wired connection, making sure everything's running okay. I had to deal with him for a minute. I'm assuming Hugo made that 10. Good cut shot there. And Hugo. That was, even though he didn't get a good result out of that break, that was a much better break than we've seen from him so far. He's struggled to kind of control his cue ball a little bit and really make something consistently off the break, but I like that effort more than what we've seen so far. Yeah, I really like that shot from Steve. I think he's pretty straight on this too. I'm gonna draw back. Prefer a little bit of an angle so he can get above the 4. Yeah, like he's doing there. That's kind of steep, especially on this quick table, but might be all right. Yeah, he was able to hold that well. I don't. Bridging's a little weird, only because that 9 and 10 kind of right where you want to put your hand. Should be all right. Good shot. Yeah, this looks really good from here. You get full on the 6, you call this rack a wrap. Did he get lucky there? I don't think he did. I think Hugo can see the 5. Of course, he's gonna have to work. The 6 moved a little bit, so now he's got to be he's almost got to be somewhere in the middle of the table or even closer to where the head string's at to make the 6 now. So that'll work there as long as he doesn't get hooked by the 7. Doesn't look like he is. Good shot.
Feel like for 2 weeks. What I'm gonna do is I'll get them all with a better Wi-Fi. But when I do that, I'll be able to steal their fucking 500 megabyte.
Oh, Peter over there talking with Tyler Hill about how we're gonna fix this internet thing in the future. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Hugo choosing to just roll forward, taking the longer shot on the 8. Almost always guaranteeing he's gonna have a good look at it. Don't mind that. Sometimes I get myself in trouble there when I try to draw off the side rail and out or spin my cue ball. Yeah. But that's the danger in that shot. If you're not gonna try and get closer to the ball, every once in a while that 8 ball might not drop. If you're gonna leave yourself that shot, you gotta feel confident you can make it. I think Tim calls these character builders, these long on the rail shots that dictate your win or loss of the rack. No, that one's gonna go to Hugo here.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, made the 9 in the wrong pocket.
Holy Lord.
Man.
Remember when I mentioned that table's leaning that direction?
I wonder if the camera caught his facial expression there. That was hilarious.
How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Sorry, guys. I've been hopping in and out of here doing small meetings. This should be the last time we have to deal with this whole nonsense.
Yeah, when was the last time we heard that?
Yeah, I'll get my hopes up when I see it, you know?
So funny.
It's just a measure of, this bar has been here for so long and it's been expanded upon and everything's been expanded upon. So there's just a lot of unnecessary wiring and everything going on.
So funny. I think my dad will hate me for saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
No, over at his house in his backyard, he has this kind of like he built this. I don't know what to call it. TV stand or console or whatever that holds the TV outside.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, he found out that there was a rat living back there. So I mean, and rats are smart creatures if you don't know. And he started putting out traps and finally he caught the rat. And then all of a sudden it's, what's up, baby? And all of a sudden he caught the rat. Like it took weeks, but he finally caught the rat. They're pretty smart, like they don't trick the traps that
Oh, if you talk to my dad, he would totally agree on that.
Oh yeah, they know exactly what they're doing. Oh, brutal. But anyways, he finally caught the rat, killed that rat with the trap.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, thank God, I finally got rid of that rat." And then a week later, there was a hole in his grass seed. He's like, "What is going on? I'm running out of grass seed for no reason." So he's like, "I must have another rat." So he put out another trap. And he caught that rat. And he's like, "Finally, the war with the rat is over. With the rats are over."
Yep. No, sir.
Oh man,
no, sir.
that was 9 months ago. He's caught 7 rats since then. It's not 7 rats living in his backyard.
Yeah.
Like one takes occupancy when the other leaves. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah. All it takes is a bad tree in your neighborhood, man. You rats forever.
Well, he lives right off the canal, so
oh yeah. Yep.
So like they kind of make their way back there, but it's been a long war, and every single time he catches one, he's like, "Oh, that was the last
That's
rat."
man.
I'm like, it kind of reminds me of the internet issues. They're like, "Oh, this is the last time." No, This
Yeah.
is not the last rat.
I have definitely gone to war at least 10 times there, as far as the internet. I just find it hilariously ironic that the first day I come back after not being on the stream for like a month and a half, we start having internet like issues. I think I'm just bad chi at this point. That was kind of an unfortunate stop on that 9. That's going to leave this 5 very tough.
Yeah, went right into the rail and hit that full. I think this is cuttable though if he wants to do it.
I think so. Oh, he's playing safe on it. I was going
Yeah.
to say that cue ball's going to be flying. Chose for the cut.
Yeah, that's the smart play there. You could have sent it around, but I like what he did. I don't know if he left an edge of that 5 though. He might have left little part. No, I think so. Yeah, Steve's going to the jump cue, breaking down his break cue.
John Casey, that's what I'm saying. I think they lowered that side of the table so that whole banner fit in the picture. It's definitely leaning towards that side.
Hey, it's got its own personality.
Well, that's the problem when you have like a table that's been sitting there for a long time and it's settled up, and then you kind of pretty much just redo it. And, after a week, you got to go back and redo them again.
Yeah,
They settle up again. And
that's the benefit of playing on your home table too. Like when people like
Yeah.
I always say when I gamble, I want to go play a Metro because I know the table. I know the tables that have been reclothed. I know the table with the dead rail.
Yeah.
I know which tables play a little easier than the others. And it helps me out a lot. I know what's worth taking and what's not.
Yeah.
Playing on your home table. I mean, it's almost
Well, and like, when the table becomes glass again, you're going to see every imperfection more, like if we had the old cloth on this, I'm sure it wouldn't roll as bad. There's enough chalk dust and regular dust on it that's going to hold balls up a little bit better. And
yeah, it's much easier to notice when all of our focus is on one table all
Yeah.
day long.
Yep.
You'll see something happen from time to time.
yeah,
over
hell,
and
what was
over.
that? What was that tournament they were watching? Was it that one pocket match? I think yeah. They just had a slight misroll on the bottom, but we were watching the same table for hours, hours and hours and hours. And you finally start seeing it. And I'm sure the players are feeling it too, right? Especially in one
Yeah,
pocket where
yeah.
you're tapping balls around.
For sure. Yeah, one pocket specifically. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Like bank everything pocket speed.
That is a game of millimeters at times.
Oh, Hugo. He's leaving the door open for Steve to tie this up. 2
Yeah,
and 2.
I was gonna say that 8 ball just was out enough. I don't think he could even slow roll it and try and catch the point.
Yeah, I almost didn't think he had a chance hitting it at that pace. The cue ball wants to
Mhm.
deflect off that ball a little bit more with that pace. If you kind of roll it, it'll
Yeah.
push through the ball. Maybe you can catch that point, but really kind of an interesting route to go there. That's hard.
Might come in hot.
Yeah, for that reason, I don't love going that way. I almost thought you could kind of get above the 8 ball and come 3 rails around. It's a much bigger
Yeah, so
target.
it settles on the 3rd rail up here. He's leaving himself kind of tough on the 10. So we're going to take a little breather, check it out. Especially right-handed cutting this side. We'll tend to overcut this ball. Right-handed, at least.
Oh, what a great shot there from
Perfectly done.
Steve. That's the second one he's made like that. He's very comfortable with that spot shot with the cue ball above the 10 where it is. He's hit that right dead center pocket both times.
Yeah. No, that was a perfect shot. Good pace, everything. Good stroke.
Yeah.
We harp on stroke a lot. I mean, it's the most important part of the game.
I hope not. Mine's awful.
Well, you play with a broomstick, so it's a different story.
Oh, come on, man. I'll make it work.
I'm gonna start calling you Harry Potter. I think that's your new nickname.
Oh my God, Pete.
You show up to like Metro that one day in the tournament, you like just pull the stick off the wall. I'm like, you're so. And then you probably won it. I probably went 0-2 with my fancy ass too.
Stop it. Oh, Jesus. I used to be pretty good with the house cue when I played with the maple shaft, but now that I have a low deflection shaft, I shoot
What shaft do you have right now?
the 314-3 or
Oh, okay.
3rd generation or whatever the
Yeah.
cool kids call it.
I was
know.
gonna say you were a big proponent of not switching off that shaft. I'm amazed. That's
Yeah.
news to me, actually.
No, it was I didn't want to. I think I've been gifted. Like I think people just feel sorry for me and like they just gift me cues and stuff. Like, it's never been my thing, but they'll
Get the
just,
starving child equipment.
yeah, they sit there and they're like, man, this guy must be poor if he doesn't play with a better stick. And I'm like, no, man,
Justin, check out this 3-ball, dude. Check out this 3.
uh,
I think he was thinking about it too much, quite honestly.
no, that 310, I mean, it's a cut.
Yep. Right where that cue ball landed, though, is
Yeah,
pretty
that's not a
perfect.
bad spot if you're trying to combo it that way, but I
We're
don't,
gonna look at this.
I don't love that. I don't love that combo there. That's
Yep. I agree with you.
the balls don't lay that bad if you can address the 3. But I guess that's the big question. How are you going to address the 3? It's
Yeah.
not easy to get on.
3-ball goes in one side or the 2 top. It actually really only goes in one reasonable pocket right now. I was gonna say it was gonna be hard for Hugo to hold that on inside with any amount of control.
What do you think? A 3-ball combo here?
It's
You got the
not,
stones to shoot this shot, Pete?
bro. I mean, he's pretty much got the line for it, right?
I'm kidding. Well, I'm not. I'm semi-kidding. I think, you know, you wouldn't do it if the 9 wasn't so close to the pocket, but the 9's so close to the pocket,
Yeah.
it's not a thought in Hugo's head. But right now, Hugo's sitting there being like, man, if I take this 3-ball combo and miss it, I'm gonna get torn up for weeks.
Yeah. And
People
well,
are gonna give me a hard time forever.
the problem is where you're cute now.
Yeah, I like the move there. He tried to come off the 4 with the 3 and park his cue ball on the 10. I like the decision there. It just kind of a double kiss on the ball coming back, cost him there.
Yep. All right, Steve's got his work cut out. This is not an easy 4-ball to get on. Not an easy 3-ball to look at either. I think he's gonna go bottom outside and just try and find the gap between the 6 and 7. Did find the gap. Make the shot.
Oh, there he is.
Mr. Urbanski.
The legend himself.
Einstein, you got a fresh haircut, you said?
Yeah.
It's looking slick.
How you doing, Urbanski? Good to see
How
you.
you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Oh.
Did you go in and do anything or?
Yeah, it was PC side, and then we had a dead port on the router up there. So, yeah, it was on this side, and then our the PC was having a problem, Wi-Fi overriding the landline, and then it was disconnecting the landline, which I've never seen before. Sorry, chat, you're gonna be hearing this, but yeah, you're good. We got it right now. We appreciate you. You're getting a little bit of the background scenes of what's going on here. Had 2 people come in and diagnose what's going on. Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't know what you meant by that.
Said hit me with some
You
noise.
hit
Pete.
me with some noise.
Are you jocking on my swag? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. All stack, no cap.
All stack, no cap.
Oh no, that was no cap, all stacks.
No cap, all stacks. Whatever it was cool. Ah, Hugo.
Look at this. Got a pretty kiss off at 9. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be
Oh.
perfect.
I didn't see that shot. Did you see that shot?
Yes.
That was kind of interesting there. I thought he kind of had the angle to kind of just draw one rail back up table, and
I think
instead
the
he-
intention on the shot was to come down exactly like how he did, and then shoot the ball up rail instead of in the side. But got a fortunate bounce.
I don't mind it. It was a little bit of a jerky stroke in his transition there, though. I think he was too excited to see the result, I guess you could say. He wanted to come around. He knew he had to hit it harder if he was
Yeah.
going to go that route. But
It's kind of like taking easy shots for granted, you know.
yeah,
Some of the hardest balls to shoot on the table are when the ball's sitting in front of the pocket, man. It's hard to judge ball speed and angles coming off. You can't really see that tangent too well.
yeah. Hugo's a little jumpy. I don't know if, and which he hasn't been, but Hugo's he's been shooting a little bit jumpy. I wonder if it's starting to get to him. He's we started with 50-something players. We're down to the final 3.
Yep.
He's 4 wins away from going into the finals under the bright lights and the cameras and all that. I wonder if it's starting to get to him, or maybe it was just that one stroke. We'll see.
Steve's looking okay right here. He got fortunate, a little bump. He's got a gap.
Yeah, it's a small gap. This is not easy. It's a real jerky stroke trying to get your cue out of the way.
Yeah, that was. Oh no, it was almost well done. Want a little more out of it.
Say you sack up and take the bank shot here, Pete. What do you
You
think?
think so?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I gotta hold that cue ball on.
I'm not even trying
You're
to
not
hold
wrong.
it. I'm coming all the way around with it.
Are you really?
Well, I don't know. If it's a straight bank, you can hold it. But if you got an angle, I'm coming around with it. Yeah.
It's not easy.
That's what I mean. You really gotta. I mean, that'll work. I think I would have sent it,
Yeah.
almost back out to the center of the table there.
This 9-ball's not. I think he's trying to. How's he lining this thing up? Oh, nice shot.
Might have it in the side here. This might work out well. No, in the corner. Well, maybe the side. What do you
Yeah,
see
this is
here,
in
Pete?
between. This is definitely in between. He's looking at it twice.
Brian says foul. Well, might be right, but doesn't get called a lot around here when they jack up that much and the cue ball draws. But yeah, I think you're right. When you watch that in slow motion, the cue ball went quite a bit
Definitely could. I mean,
further than the 7.
it could be a. That's definitely like one of the biggest problems, and I think in the pool scene is that any ref that's watching that is going to call it naturally not a foul just by the inertia of the cue ball, right? It's not pushing through. Although that ball did kind of, I mean, I don't know. It's a tough call, but
Nah, slow mo. I
at
think
the end of the day, it's just pool.
it's just how the way they decide to
Yeah.
call it. I mean, at the end of the day, I think there's a lot of double hits that people like you can't call, but on slow motion or double hits, like slow roll,
yeah.
like eyeball hits.
Yep.
Believe it or not, that the tip will
It
hit
does,
it twice
yeah.
sometimes, and you never really see it. But
Even if you don't feel it, right? It's just the grays.
yeah, but that's the subtle nuances and the gray area in the rules. And that one there, I think you
Yeah.
jack up and the cue ball comes back, and it didn't really cross the plane that much. More often than not, you get away with it in today's world. So, anyways,
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, how many times do I see that in Facebook group posts of
Oh,
just
yeah.
slow-mo shots? And
That's
it's
a
like,
good hit
bro,
or a
at the end of the
bad hit.
day, at the end of the day, we got to progress through the tournament. Can't just slow-mo every shot.
Yeah, I agree, Brian. It did go forward.
Yeah, we pushed through that ball a little bit.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of in agreement on that too as well. But, it's not our call. We're just here to talk about it. It's up to the players on the table.
However, I did see one time I saw J.R. Burkhart was close like that, and what he did was he jacked up and like jumped it, so the cue ball got out of the way. It actually went
Oh.
forward like
Yeah.
it went forward like 8 inches, but it jumped like he jacked up and popped it on purpose, and it jumped and went forward like 6, 7, 8
Yep.
inches, and then drew back the length of the table. I'm
Yeah,
like,
could it retain the spin. Yeah.
no, if it and every part of it looked like a good hit, even though it
Yep.
reacted weird.
Probably looked like a miscue. A
Oh, it
backup
was
shot.
yeah, it was weird. But I asked him about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's the only way I can hit that without fouling." I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
JR."
Right. All right. He's a little wonky on this 3 to get to the 4. We'll see what he does. You can play the carom. I mean, you have to play this carom pretty much into the pocket if you're going to take this top ball, which he's pretty much forced to. Unless he plays a good stroke just like that.
Yeah, I thought he could even got a little bit more out of it.
Yeah. He might use this 8 ball to stomp the cue because he's got a good shape on the 5 from them.
Yeah, if you can try to make them both. You call one.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to make the 8. I like where the 8's sitting for the 9, but
Oh my lord.
never a doubt. Yeah, he called the 4, but he knew he was coming full into the 8 to prevent the scratch, but that cue ball almost followed that thing right in. That's the thing about a heavier, these measle balls are just a little bit heavier than the object balls on the table. Sometimes they tend to push through a little bit.
Just a tiny. Good shot making them. I'm in.
I will say this about from what I've seen so far. Biggest strength I've seen from Steve. Obviously, I haven't seen a lot. Biggest strength I've seen from Steve is he is stone cold, ruthless with his 10 balls.
Yeah.
I mean, he every single one's gone. He hasn't had one easy 10. It's gone dead center
Oh, yeah.
pocket, and
It-
he's
yeah.
just stoic over the ball. He looks great out there shooting the 10. I know that sounds weird.
No, it's
But-
it's just a measure of intent.
but
It's
he-
great intent.
He just looks really comfortable over the 10 balls. Whereas hate to say it, but sometimes Hugo, get a little jumpy with it, a little jerky with it sometimes when he gets antsy.
His stroke is definitely pretty quick. I don't mean to say pokey, but it's borderline there. when he cues top ball like this shot, I mean, no, it's still kind of
Yeah, the
it's a
transition.
fast backstroke,
Yeah.
back fast.
Yeah, for me, it's more so the transition. It's there is no pause there, which you know you develop if you want it. Obviously, it works for him,
Yeah,
but he's the transitions real quick, brings it back quick, and then comes straight into his forward stroke.
yep,
Almost doesn't let like the balance weight of the cue, like all that momentum shift
yeah,
going
yep.
back. You
Yeah, I
don't
know.
let that backward. I don't know how to describe it, but all that
No, I know what
weight
you're talking
going
about,
back,
yeah.
and then you try to force your cue forward when all the momentum is going back still, instead of having that pause and more of a balanced weight distribution coming through the ball. I when I that was you know that was a big thing when I went from 550 to 600. I kind of developed a little bit of that hesitation in my
Mhm.
stroke. It yields better results over time. Obviously, it's whatever works for you too. I know some people have god awful fundamentals and shoot 10 times better than I do, and there's guys that have much better
True.
fundamentals,
Yeah.
and I can give the 6 ball to.
There are some people that are way high Fargos where I look at them like that's just an uncomfortable shot to look at, just through and through. Stance is bad, stroke's bad, but we're pocketing we're pocketing balls and we're out.
Yeah.
And
And by no
you
means am
know,
I saying he goes, I like you a stroke. It wasn't him. Did he just push out into a scratch? Oh, I almost thought he did. I'm like, that's a bold strategy, God. Pushing out to a
let's
scratch.
see how it plays out. I do like this push though. Force you going to the bank. It possibly is safe, but the 2 ball's gonna be detrimental. Are you getting more? Yeah, I'm so glad I shouted out your DMs. Yeah, any complaints, problems you have, DM Justin Ray.
Oh, stop it. You know what?
Your phone's just blowing up now. It's on.
I'll post Peter's phone number out
Don't
there.
you dare. I'll turn it off. All right.
Yeah, we used to have your phone number up there for donations, but then he started getting so much hate mail, we had to take it down.
Bro, my email and my
I'm just
phone number was
kidding.
out there, man.
I'm kidding.
I think it still is. Yeah, because we set it up quick for like donations, right? I don't even know if it's still like in our bio anymore.
No, when QuickBooks or QuickBooks, I'm sorry, that's our business thing.
It's
When
so funny.
Streamlabs, shut up, bro. When Streamlabs updated, it got rid of all our stuff. That's when I was saying I had to create.
Oh, you had to go back and retype all that?
I had to create a source.
Oh, no.
Remember, I had to create a source for sponsors, like
Yeah.
slideshow stuff, and I bragged about it for like a week.
You should, man. You're not the tech guy, but that's some good stuff.
I don't know if you know, I'm kind of a big deal.
There ain't no way you're just dropping that right now. All right, going for the big 410 right now. This is not easy by any means.
Oh, he sent it. Where's this 4 ball gonna go? It's gonna go right in the pocket.
Yep. That's going to be an easy accept on this shot. That 7 ball is horrible. That is up on that rail past the point. He's got to get pretty straight on it off the 6, and the 6 ball's not laying nicely either. Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, I think he was trying to hold that ball and try and take the 6 by the corner by the 8. Tall order. Still doable here, though. But the 7 ball is going to be the trick.
Is he gonna tie up with 8? No, it's not. There's a combo there now.
The 7 ball is now doable.
Yep.
Reasonably.
I like hitting this real soft. You don't lose your cue ball
Yeah.
or the 6.
This is a tap in. 2 taps right here.
Touch a right English to keep the cue ball above it. Yeah, you don't want to hit it too hard. You can lose your cue ball.
He's okay though, kind of. He's all right. He's got a full look at that 6 on the good side of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of danger in that shot when you try to when you hit it with that pace. The 9 or the 10 could have came into play there.
Yeah, that 9 ball specifically.
But worked out. Say it all the time.
He's trying to get it out.
And honestly, if I like the move of trying to bump that more often than not, you can't really bump it the wrong way. Very seldom do you run into that 7 and not have a good look at it. It either hangs in the side or bumps a little further down the rail, and if not, you can play safe on it.
Yeah, the worst outcome that you could have is you graze that 7 ball and you're on the wrong side of it, right? And you can't keep the ball downfield.
Yeah, and you can always try and play safe. Ah, he's gonna give this one up. Steve's got a great chance to go up 4-3 here.
Yeah, he didn't have a whole lot of options with that 7 ball. Normally, you play that 7 ball down to that rail below the 10 and just play it safe, but the side pocket was pretty big.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a 50-yard line if
Steve's
I've
kind
ever
of shaking
seen.
his head on that one too. He's shooting over this 10 ball now. You almost want to take this to the bottom towards our side of the corner because I think that gets rid of the 10 ball in your stroke, in your swing. But I think regardless for the way I'm looking at it, I think you're shooting over this 10 ball anyways.
Yeah, well, what I've
No,
said,
no, he's got it. He's got it. Just cue him next.
no, I've said it. I'll bring it up after he shoots a shot. So I don't want to be wrong. Yeah, what I was about to say is Steve has just been clutch in these late balls. He really doesn't make a mistake late. I can think of one mistake he's made late, but he's really closed out well. He hasn't rattled up any tens. He hasn't scratched on a 10.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on this.
And he hasn't had an easy 10. This one included.
I was going to say, Mr. Jinx, you calling this early?
Yeah, no kidding.
You might be banking this.
I might. I almost like thinning this and leaving that option to my opponent.
I think you're actually right on this.
I come off the left side and thin it.
No, he's banking.
Yeah, banking at that pace almost really never has good results as
Yeah,
far as
that's
for the
the thing.
10 it winds up.
You kind of want to hit that with a little bit more pace, just a snitch more. A lot of times it ends up weird 50-50 yard line on the side rails.
Yeah, think's really like thinning that 10 ball. I mean, you can bank it, but he's close enough to where
You're talking
feel
about
good.
thin for the safety, right? Coming around and just leaving
Yeah,
it long.
thin for the safety.
Yeah.
You thin off the left side, and then you bring your cue ball over to the rail where they can. I mean, they can't really cut it in, but I don't know. Or yeah, few ways to go about it. I've had a lot more success leaving that bank shot to my opponent than myself taking it on.
Yep.
And I'm
I
not
agree with
I'm not the worst banker in the world, but I still don't love my odds.
No, it's definitely almost kind of like a 50-50, right?
Yeah,
Especially when you get to shoot it once.
yeah, for sure.
Well, 4-3, that was a big wreck for Hugo, putting him just that much closer to closing it out, going to the finals. These balls lay pretty well.
That's
It's going to be a tap in one of the two. And then you're home scot-free at this point. I mean, there's no balls tied up. There's nothing going on. It's pretty exciting.
been saying that a lot, and then I think the pressure of the camera kind of gets these guys from time to time. But
Well, the pressure of that big check in the back right there, unwritten.
oh, love it, love it. Remember that we usually fill out that check. I want to say Tim usually fills out that check. What did Junior say that one time? He's like, he's like, I think somebody asked Junior or somebody to write out the check, and he's like, I write like a doctor. Don't put me out there.
Right. That's right. Someone else had to write that. That was funny.
Yeah, and he had someone else write out his check. He
Yeah.
had one of the servers or something write out his check.
That's pretty funny.
Now, Kenny.
Man, this is stop number 8, huh? I guess we're getting pretty late in the year. Yeah, it was a good hit. He's trying to get me on this 7. Pretty bad. But he's close, just like an inch too far.
Yeah, I think that's all he could see. I don't think he could have made that 3. I think that was part of his plan, bringing that 3 to the top rail and this cue ball around. I like the idea there. It's actually really creative, but
He was a little quick on that.
didn't quite get there.
Yeah, John, queuing over the ball is the worst thing in the world. Like, I think that is probably the most detrimental shot you can leave yourself with. And when you're struggling is when you do it a lot in a race. It's horrible.
Palm treeing over the
Palm
10.
tree.
Oh, slick cloth got him there. I don't know if you could see it on camera, but when you bank with that high English, when you kick with that high English on the slick cloth, it really widens up. It wants to like kind of slide against the
off that
green,
rim.
I guess you could say.
Well, I think even if I got contact with that was going to be an uncomfortable look at the 4 anyways. It was going to come out towards this 5.
Yeah. If Steve banked that ball on a cloth that was a little bit more worn, that was dead nuts perfect, but that one particularly widened up on him, and you could physically see it because I looked right down the line of that kick shot. Keep calling it bank, it's a kick.
Yeah.
But look right down the line. That thing really widened up after that first rail there.
All right. Well, he's left himself on the rail here. Oh, he's on the 7. I'm keep looking at this 8 ball. Who was the person yesterday that was on the Hill match and shot the last 3 balls wrong? They queued up on like the 7 or the 8. I can't remember what it was.
I'm not sure.
Someone told me about that. It was unfortunate. Oh, I think it was Mr. Salas's match. No, he didn't like it.
Yeah, I can tell Hugo's a little nervous. He might say he's not. It's a little unnatural from when he's playing well. He's strutting around the table. You can kind of
Yeah.
see his shoulders are back a little bit. He's kind of strutting around the table a little bit. Feels real good. And I think once he kind of ran over his last few opponents, and now that big check's there, and he's on the main camera again. He's
It's
starting
getting down
feel
to
it.
it, man.
You can tell that it's there for sure because it's a little bit off of what we're used to seeing from Hugo.
That's a good safe shot right there. Not too much outside. Not even messing with the side pocket.
Yeah, I like shooting the 10 in the same pocket here. A little bit of left. Let your cue ball do all the. Oh man.
Got away from him a little bit, but he's no stranger to these.
Yeah, this is what I've harped on a lot. It just looks so good over this ball. I'm really sorry, Steve, if you missed this. I'm not trying to jinx you, but it looks so. Oh my god.
But he missed it
I
on the
am
good side.
so
You
sorry,
are
man.
fired.
I'm
You're
done.
so fired.
I'm done. But the point I was making was how he didn't make a lot of mistakes late, and he was so solid over that 10. I think got to him a little
Justin,
there.
I'm taking you out to Vegas
The rail might have got him. Yeah.
just so I know how to gamble. Because you're gonna call it. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do the reverse.
Just bet on everything I don't.
Uh-huh. Hugo's not left. I mean, Steve missed out on the good side. Left it tough for Hugo. It's in between. It's in between the cut and the bank. It's the tough bank, but you're on the rail, so you're forced into the cut, right?
Yeah.
This is kind of my line of thinking.
I don't know.
I think he was trying to just bring that 10 ball straight up field. And
Yeah, he was. He's trying to bank it straight up. But a little bit easier.
hey, Brayman's back. He lost.
Yeah, he
Is
must
he
be,
good?
he must be kicked out of Metro, dude. I haven't seen him so much at Bullshooters in one day.
Sleeping in his car outside of Bullshoot.
Hey, it's possible. Well,
Right there, maintaining tie status. Race to 2 at this point between the two of them.
yeah. God
If my
give it,
math is correct.
God giveth, and God take it away.
Well, Senior Tyler joined us. He's been dealing with a bout of COVID for a week
Tyler
and a
Hill?
half. Yeah. So he's back in here. He's super excited. He was like, I'll come down, I swear, and figure out the internet. I'm like, you don't have to. He's like, no, I need to get out of the house.
Dude, I keep telling Tyler, do you think he knows that he's spelling his name wrong?
Bro, I went to go search for him in the Facebook to
You can't-
call him, and it's like spelled with like U's and Q's. I'm like, what is this?
I could give somebody off the street four tries to spell. I could give him 10 tries. I think it's Tylererr.
Yeah, it's like 2 Y's, 2 L's, 2 E's, and 2 R's. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, Tyler.
Like, oh, I don't want to insult his parents or anything. But you almost feel like they skipped out on
Well,
a grammar lesson or two.
it's like Jonathan Craig too. I always call him Janthan.
Oh,
Jonathan, that he's like JAHNYTHAN or something. I just call him Janthan.
yeah, JC, I'm still ruining careers out here with my curses. I apologize. If you're a Steve fan, I apologize. That wasn't Steve's miss. It's because I said something about it, and that's why he didn't miss.
Seriously, you are
Have you ever seen anything like it?
fired.
You ever seen someone jinx?
It's like every time though. Like you're like a 2% jinx rate.
Oh, dude, it's like my coin tosses. They say it's 50-50, but
Yeah, I
but
lose every time.
I'm like seriously like 18% lifetime.
I always check the coin.
I
I'm like,
kn-
you sure there's not a heads on there?
I never break first.
No.
They're like, you want to flip or lag? I want to lag because even if I suck at lagging, it's much better than the coin toss. These double-headed
Very-
coins
yeah,
these guys are
right?
throwing out nowadays.
I agree with you on that so much. This threes. Yeah, he had a little outside English, so it came back on him. Off the 2 rails. Yeah, we're getting there, guys. Thank you for joining us on our Sunday. Everybody watching right now. If you guys are in the area, we're going to be in the finals here at Bullshooters. You guys are more than welcome to come and watch. We've got plenty of room. UPA is still here wrapping up, and darts have kind of quieted down a little bit. There's also Mitch and Trey still going, probably at the same rack of one pocket, I'm assuming.
From this morning.
Yep. I'm sure they're racing it too, and it's been 5 hours.
Oh, I told everyone yesterday. I drew Mitch in that open tournament yesterday in my first round.
Gosh. The most unfortunate pull, right?
Oh no, I play it to play him. But I would just much rather see him a couple hours down the road.
Yeah.
Not like
first off,
not
morning
my
coffee.
first match. I'm already kind of antsy that the tournament's starting and this and that. But if you ever want to get humbled, Mitch is a pro, but the problem with Mitch is
he's way too nice
he's
about
the
it.
fastest pro in the world, it seems like. And it's like not only do you get completely humiliated by him running out.
Yeah, but he does it quick.
He beats you in a race to 5 in like 14 minutes.
You spend a total of 7.5 minutes on the table. Total table time.
Oh no, I had 0 table. I mean, he would break and run, and then I'd get to the table. He'd play it safe. I'd kick 2 rails, hit a ball, leave it in the pocket. He'd run out. I'm like, what is going on right now? Yeah,
well, and it's a tight table. It's a tough table, and he just makes it look like it's a valley.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part.
Pretty disgusting. Oh, Hugo's got a great chance to put himself on the hill here. I really enjoy playing him, though. I will say that, and he is, like you said, one of the nicer guys in the game.
Yeah, that's usually my big complaint about as the Fargos get higher, usually the egos get a little high too. And you kind of have to have a little bit of an ego, but you don't have to be an ass about it, right?
Well, yeah, true. I think to be good at pool, you have to have some level of ego, some form of ego, though.
I think any pro sport, you literally kind of have to be full of yourself, right?
Yeah. Well, you can't be like content with where you're at. Lollygag.
Yeah. Call yourself the best, believe yourself the best, right?
Yeah. I know that sounds corny, but
no, it's so true. It's a different mentality, right?
They all have I love outside of Joven, they all have a little bit of a complex about them. And justifiably so, right?
I was gonna say Joven's really the only anomaly, and he's so nice. He's one of the nicest human beings I've ever met.
Oh, it's the weirdest thing.
When I was at BCA Nationals, he came up and carried me 10 feet, picked me up and carried me, and he's going on the live stream table, the TV table for BCA Nationals. I'm like, dude, you're gonna blow out your. I am not a lightweight person,
Yeah.
And he was so happy. He was just like, yeah, I'm just going. I'll see you later, And I was like, oh my god, you're awesome. You're so great.
Oh, he's such a. I hate it.
There's been plenty of times that I've some of the higher rated players that I know, we get out there in kind of a national situation where everybody kind of intermingles because they do have the pro circuit running, and sometimes people can just be choose to not know you conveniently, and Joe was not one of those, man. He's so great.
Yeah, I'm so jealous, man. I wish I could model my attitude after him. I do okay. I'm not gonna lie. I've had my bouts here and there where I got a little frustrated, but for the most part, I like to consider myself.
Justin, I don't think I've ever seen you ever have an attitude with somebody else on the table in my entire life. There was that one time, but everybody has that one time, and that guy deserved it the whole time.
What one time was that?
That was I think it was after you guys were done, and he said something to you, and then you went back and told him. You were like, that was not okay. And then he came back, and then you were like, I'm so sorry. That was so. I'm like, no, dude, you should have totally.
What did I don't remember.
I can't remember what it was. I think it was a chip tournament. It was right here on 16 and 13.
No kidding. Yeah. I don't remember that. That's hilarious.
No, and he came back and you of all, your personality, you were so apologetic afterwards. I'm like, no, dude, you were totally in the right. And at the end of the day, we deal with people in the bar, right? I think I've only lost it with one person one time.
I had one bad bout with Vern once. And
Vern, is he in here?
No,
get him in.
He might be watching, but no, it wasn't like him at all.
Yeah,
I was just such a sore loser, man.
Oh, gotcha.
I lost. He double dipped me, and then I lost, and then we were trying to take pictures, and then I was like, "No, you're not getting my picture behind a 2-ball right now."
Oh, just being a grade A sourpuss.
Dude, I was, my
He's mad. It's okay.
My ego was hurt, you know, and it was terrible, you know. And then at the end of the day, I mean, well, I learned a lot from it because
Yeah.
I never did it again.
Yeah, and it's something you think about too, right?
Oh yeah.
What we got on here? What's going on, Pete?
Mitch makes pool look easier than anywhere else I've ever
I
seen.
100% agree with that. I've seen plenty of like people that are above 680s too, or I think that 700 Fargo range that do not make pool look easy.
Oh, they make it a grind.
Yeah, and it's uncomfortable to watch. It's very uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, it's funny. I know you too well, Pete. I know everything that pops into your head. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yep. I think we've had this conversation off stream a million
I know
times.
your feelings.
Yep.
Now Buffalo whooping up on Dallas 31-3. Surprised it's not snowing there. Do they have
What's
a
the
top?
score?
31-3.
Oh, against the Cowboys. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cowboy fans.
No, you're not.
I'm not actually. Yeah, you're right. 31-3 by Buffalo. That is mind blowing. The big throw downfield. Interception? Almost. Sorry.
Steve
Back-
got a swerve this?
Oh, what a shot.
Oh, that was great.
What a shot.
Steve's
This is a
Steve-
difficult 7, but this is an easy pot in the 8. You just got to make this go side to side.
It's
Play it with
one
top.
good shot away from making this hill, Pete. This is a
Yep.
big shot here. Oh,
Kind of overstroked that a little bit, in my opinion.
might
Left it difficult.
have got away with it. I don't think Hugo wants to take on this bank. I mean, I don't know what else you have, but this is not an easy
No.
bank combo.
That cue ball
I'm
being on that
losing my mind.
rail, yeah, that cue ball being on that rail makes this 10 times more difficult. Yeah, I think he was
I think
maybe hoping for a swap position there. I think he was actually trying on that 8.
I don't know. He looked at that 7 for a long time, like he was really trying to get it
Yeah.
almost to the first diamond on that diamond. I like that idea if you get there. Eh?
These are back-to-back tough shots here. And I was going to say, he's awesome. Steve's awesome.
Yeah. No one's
Look at that
strange.
table roll. Do you see that? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, thanks, Brad. Appreciate you, brother.
What's going on, Brad? I think.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, okay. We did. We got confirmation that cue ball did turn. I thought it was going to hit that point, man. It almost went right in that left side of that pocket.
Oh, JC says, yeah, all of us top players have such a big ego. You know what I mean. That's right, JC. I say it all the time, but man, you don't realize how bad at pool you are until
What the hell is John Casey talking about? Isn't he like a 420 Fargo? Get him out. I'm just kidding.
John Casey.
John Casey's a
He's
solid
a
player.
sleeper,
Yeah.
and nobody really knows how good he is. 'cause
He's
he-
another player that smiles at you while he beats you on the table like
I know.
crazy.
Isn't that frustrating? I dislike when the person is so likable you can't be mad at them when you lose. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes. Yep. You kind of fall into that category, my man.
oh, stop it.
Kill him with kindness. You're like, God, I want
If I
to
ever
take him out.
if I ever beat anyone, then I would
Oh my
understand where you're
gosh.
coming from. But
Hell no.
it doesn't happen.
You're the new Wednesday anchor, man. You've been filling some big shoes.
Oh, I've never had a shoot anchor because you guys always win before that.
Oh, look at this. He got
did
the
he get
lucky
in? Did he
twos.
get-
Oh,
oh.
mine. That was. There you go, kind of smiling at himself on
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Steve's got a great chance here. All the balls are there. Now it's just a matter of containing your nerves. It's always a little bit more difficult to play on. I always find it a little bit more difficult to play on fast cloth when you're nervous because you kind of want to
Yeah.
stroke the balls a little. But
Yeah,
this,
let it ride.
this rack kind of calls for a little bit more of a finesse out. So we'll see if that kind of slow rolling stroke can hold under this pressure.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was on the good side of that 8 ball too. He's getting a little close to his work, but it's okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a pop into the side pocket and ride your natural center tangent for the 10. One of the
Nice.
corners.
I almost still like the corner.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean,
I think
You
you're just gonna sell your cue ball up high as mine.
You can do that. I mean, if you got enough angle, you can send your cue ball around.
True. Again,
Or
we have problems seeing the angles. You know, what you guys see on the camera is pretty much what we see too as well.
Or he can do a little character builder, like Tim likes to call it, and just kind of stun his cue ball over to the side rail above the pocket and take a tougher 10.
Yep. I think he's gonna send it below. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
how
like
about that
that.
shot, Steve?
Wow.
Get off me, Steve. What a shot. Oh, sick.
That was incredible. That was a
Pretty
great shot.
sick. Held it with inside, got above the 10. Good look.
What'd you say?
Really?
Character building shot? That was another character building shot.
Absolutely.
Slightly offset, shooting above the rail. It's
Absolutely.
not a fun one.
Oh, that's a great shot there, Steve. We're going hill, Pete.
As always.
Wouldn't have it any other way with you here.
Ah, man. It's been an interesting day. I've come out of retirement on the commentary, you know. I was only 7 months into the career. Hell of a bout, though. Wouldn't have the semifinals any other way, though. This is fantastic.
Yeah, they're not here by accident. We got a ball game, boys. Who's in the hot seat? Red Hot Al
Yes.
something.
He had a what do I say? Convincing win on the last one. He had a huge comeback against Hugo. When I walked in the door, I would say this afternoon, it was 2-5 with Hugo on the hill, and he came all the way back and won. And then when we saw Al again on the live stream, he won, what, 6-1? I think it was the final score on that. I think it was 5-1 on the hill. So, yes, Mr. Al is there.
Getting after it, to say the least.
He's got good spirits, too. We talked on the side when we were having internet problems. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's all smiles.
Not a
you know.
familiar face that we normally have in here, you know, but
Oh, Tim Daniel says one game for a $395 difference between second and third. How
oh,
about
that's
that?
right. Did we address that after we got back online again?
No. Remember, Al is not in the winner take all. So whoever wins this,
Yeah, there's a good chunk of change on the table right now for
does
just
the winner of this take the
yes.
winner take all?
Yeah, because that would be second place, right?
Man,
With Al being out of it, or guaranteed second. Sorry.
yeah, I like that. He's not tree topped over the 10. He rolled it. I don't know what to call it
Oh, I
anymore.
love
He's
it.
filling my head full of all this nonsense. Palm tree
I like palm tree.
plus $760 winner take all. That's what I was saying, Tim. $760 for the winner take all. This is a huge game. This
This
is
is a
like
$1,000 game, right?
this is a $1,000 game, Pete. I'm not nervous. You nervous?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm on this side of the glass.
Yeah. Find myself over here a lot.
Steve hasn't had an easy out. He's been on the rail every time.
Oh,
top volume.
Steve.
Did I just jinx it right there?
Man, you think you heard us say $1,000
I don't
game?
think so. I feel like we're always yelling because these mics work so well. And then when I take it off, if I go 2 feet away and eat food, I can't even hear you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
This is the best investment with these headsets, man. Oh my god. We can sit here and whisper in a nightclub and hear each other. Commentary, Chris. That's Justin's job.
Yeah, that's what I do. He's sending me. Oh, he's
gonna end up.
yeah, this is not a good spot for this cue ball here. Well, no, it is. I think he.
It did flatten out a little bit. He's enough off the rail to where he can catch with bottom ball, but this is not an easy shot by any means. Any means.
Do you think he can draw off the side rail now?
I think so, but you really got to stroke this. Your ball speed's everything here. Everything.
Would you consider it safe here?
No. Well, you know me.
Well, no, with $1,000 game, man. I'm playing chicken, maybe.
I don't think they're thinking of that.
I don't
You
think.
going for the bank?
I
He's
don't
going for the
think they
big
know.
bank.
Oh no, he's playing safe, so he's gonna call the bank, but he's trying to get behind the 9. How'd he hit it? Oh,
Almost
it
perfectly.
leaked out.
Well, Steve's still got a tall order here to get back for the 8 ball. It's going to be hard to queue up for bottom. It's going to be hard to get this cue ball around for top right just because you can't get a whole lot of right on this cue ball, right? It's not going to be easy. He got some good English on it, but he's one rail short. It's an incredible shot right there, by the way. That was just fired in no problem. It was a hard cue.
You talking? Justin's really good at it too. Are you saying I'm not here, bro?
Wait, what did that comment say?
One game for $1,155. Man, this is what it's all about, Pete. This is what it's all about. Oh man, my heart's pumping just watching these guys
Yep.
right now. I love this.
You know what, Brad? I always say that Justin has the natural voice and pace. Every time I go back and listen to videos, Justin's goated at this commentary thing.
Oh, stop it. Making me blush.
No, you should do the PGA thing. I'm seriously. Oh, hit that almost perfectly.
Yeah, he was looking to get under that 10 there.
Yep.
That's a heck of a spot to put him in. He's on the rail. He can't spin this with inside if you're on the rail, because if you play inside, that thing really wants to swerve on you.
I think that was a fantastic shot, though. Steve's back is against the wall.
Man, what do you do here?
He's going for it. I mean, you
Is he going
kind of
for
have
it?
to, or you could just play this 8 ball behind the 10, right?
It was like banking it 2 rails up and just.
Well,
Uh-oh. Oh, he still left it up.
it's gonna be difficult still. I think that 8 ball only goes in one of those corners. I think the 9 ball is enough to cover.
Thanks, Brad. You're the best, man.
It's definitely easier to commentate the 560 and under though. But when we get like the big dogs out here, it's like business as usual. You know.
I enjoy it. Oh, he's gonna hang this up. This could do it here. That could be a $1,155 shot there, Pete.
Yep.
Oh my
If I'm Steve right here, I'm slowing down, taking a breath.
Yeah.
Worst thing you can do is mess up this shot onto the 9. It's hard to do, but you can easily overhit this and.
Oh, he looks good from here, Pete.
Yeah.
Looks good.
No, he's kind of in between. So you take this bottom left and just come up the rail, or you take it bottom and
I do.
go across.
I do.
Oh, he was straighter in than it looked.
Yeah, and he got really good on this 10.
That was a great stroke.
Obviously a little bit of angle, but gotta like this. Gotta like this pocket with the slippery cloth.
Yep.
Hit it a few
Don't play it
different
too
ways.
hard.
Drilled it.
Wow.
Bam. An extra
Let's go,
$1,155 going to Steve. What a game.
That was a
What
nail biter, man.
What a match that was, huh, Pete?
There was a lot of uncomfortably long shots on the last 3 balls. That's for
Oh, Jesus. Man,
sure. All right, we're gonna step outside for just a second. Probably about 2 minutes, and then the finals are gonna be running.
you're taking them Xanax to calm me down, man. I'm wired right now. That was a game right there.
Yep, I'm sure Steve is gonna take a little walk too as well.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Don't go anywhere, everybody watching. We're gonna be right on track in a moment. We'll see you guys.
Word.
Word.
All right, looks like they got started while we stepped away for a second. Goalie.
All right. Finals, huh?
Yes, sir.
Sun's still out. What the hell's going on?
I know, man. All right, let's fill the audience in if they are unaware. But let's hit them with it, Pete.
Yeah.
Al is not in the winner take all, and he's
Yes.
sitting in the hot seat, and he needs to be double dipped. I don't say needs to be double dipped. I word that wrong, but if he gets like there's a 760. If he ends up winning this, he's gonna miss out on $760 of side pot money.
I think that's already been.
That went to Steve.
Yeah, Steve's already taken a pretty healthy chunk.
Yeah,
Just getting here.
Steve's already had a really good weekend thus far, so.
Yep.
Now, there's something to be said about these double dip sets, man. You have Al. I know Al was sitting there for a long time. He was watching him play, I believe.
Yep.
And Steve's coming in hot. Steve's played a lot of pool on the backside to get this far. So, he's that back arm's loose. I half expect for the first game or two Steve to look a little bit more comfortable on the table than Al here, because Al really only hit a few balls before the match, but other than that, he's hasn't played much. Yeah.
That's going to be a tough shot all around and queuing up over that rail. Going long down to the corner.
Yeah, I think he was almost thinking of a two-way there and kind of
think so.
lost sight of that three.
All right, Steve's got a very good chance here. Balls are looking good besides the 6, but I think the 6 goes in the side. All right, we'll talk about a double ender. That'll work too.
Yeah, these guys are full of two-way shots, man.
It's that Jamie on the mic. She sounds so tired.
Jamie's got
She's had enough.
She's got a natural voice for that stuff.
Yep.
She sounds like she's supposed to be on a mic,
Like a talk show, like talk show host, but like the host of like,
Yeah.
America's Got Talent or something, something like that. Like the Nick Cannon role. Yeah, this is not an easy shot for the combo. He's gonna opt for the safe here. Probably try and get that cue ball on with the 7 or behind the 9.
That's a good call there, Pete. I didn't see that one. Trying to park him up on the 9. That's a good shot.
Still a great save. You want to be a little bit close to that 9, but we'll settle for that, definitely. Force the kick, no jump.
Yeah, that's the benefit of getting close to balls. We
really do got to start making merch. Our first shirt's gonna be 100%, right?
Oh no!
Right on the front, just 100%.
Oh god!
Plain T-shirt. It just says.
The only guy who would buy it would be Oz.
You would wear it every time too.
Yeah, it would be terrible. It would be his favorite shirt. He'd wear it in any room I was in. And God forbid I have to play him in league. He'd wear it there too.
Yep. We also need an all stacks, no cap shirt.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great. I told you for the longest time I debated us getting like jerseys actually made that said "Don't talk to me" on the back.
Oh gosh, that's hilarious.
So every time we're in the booth, everybody comes up and wants to talk to us.
Yeah,
which is awesome. I don't mind it, but like the riffraff, like the pool players are super respectful. But...
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah. I don't mind if you come up and you do the typical, "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you," and shake our hand. And, man, it's awesome to see you too. But
the full blown conversation, man.
But I'm not gonna throw out any names. But there's two guys in particular that. Like there's one
nice bump on the 6.
There's one guy that comes up all the time. And
Oz?
Like, no, he doesn't normally show up. There's one guy in particular. He comes up and he's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm good." It's like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah,
streaming.
Yeah,
He's like, "Who's winning?" I'm like, "Oh, look at the score." He's like, "Oh, that's cool." So how's your day going so far? I'm like, oh my God, is
You
this
know,
happening
we
right
can't,
now?
We can't. I don't want to be rude.
I'm too nice. I'm too nice. I'm like,
Oh, that was a tough miss by Steve. He had a good shot at the 7. He's a little bit wider than he wanted to be, but I think that's just because of the missed shot.
yeah, he had a great chance to run out there too. These balls lay really well for that. If that 7 passes that 9, he was in A1 position to get out from there. All right.
How wind is that? Even is that? Okay.
All right.
Oh, he did the math for us.
Yeah. All right, let's hit him with it. So
Yep.
obviously Al not being in the side pot, there's quite a big difference between first and second. Remember Steve does have to double dip Al, but here's the scenario, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
If Al wins, Al is taking home $1,570. That's not a bad payday, but he's still missing out on that. What is it, 760?
760 or 750. I don't know what that number
Yeah,
comes from.
somewhere in there. And if Steve gets second, he's making 1780, so he's actually making more than Al would. However, if Steve pulls a rabbit out of a hat, double dips Al, as good as Al's been playing, Steve will win $2,330. Get to write out that check. And I gotta be honest, man.
1020. It looks like, right?
Yeah,
Second place.
I didn't know these guys too well before this set, but I got to tell you, just getting to know them a little bit better between matches and talking to them a little, I'm fans of these guys, and I'm pulling for both of them. So there's no loser here in my mind. These guys are a lot of fun,
Yeah, they definitely both been smiles in between racks or in between, matches.
especially Steve, because Steve's already guaranteed a pretty big paycheck.
Yeah.
Even
It's
if
got to
it's
be a huge confidence builder too, right? Just knowing that you're already making that.
yeah, it's breaking the seal, man. What this is for him, oh man, we're gonna see Al go after. Are we gonna see? Yeah, I think we're gonna see. No, if that 8's straight enough in the side, he'll take it in the side.
Yeah.
But if not, he might try to draw into the 10 here.
I don't see any problem with that too. You just jack up on a little bit and take the natural tangent line. It's going to take you rail first.
I guess you wouldn't have.
Pretty big after that.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't have to draw. I like taking the 8 in the side if it's straight enough, but there does appear to be some sort of a cut here.
Nice ball. Nice ball.
Yeah, that was my concern going in the side. You're gonna kind of be on that rail. You'd like to let your stroke out a little bit more there.
Yeah, he's going to tap this puppy, and he's definitely on the wrong side of this angle. He wants it a little bit less.
Tap
A
that
couple
puppy
more
in.
inches.
I love it, Pete.
He's going to tap it in. No, he just wanted to hold. He's thinking about that. Hold that cue ball. I think a little bit too much for this time.
You pulled one out of my book there, Pete.
Did I?
Yeah.
So there's a theory why Al is playing so good.
Oh yeah.
What? Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay. Okay. All right. Living in Phoenix.
You want to hit him with that knowledge, Pete?
Yeah, I think Tim just came by and said that Al has been playing in the. Yes, he did say that to me. Yeah, so Al's from Lake Havasu, but he told me, or at least from that area. So he played in the barroom champs, right? And then played in the open, or not the open, just the state champs in the last 2 weeks. So
Yeah, the 8-ball state championship.
he's here for a third time in a row.
I had myself a pretty good tournament till I
Yep.
ran into Nick DeLeon.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I had a tough draw. I had to play Chris Lulick my first game. And as you can imagine, I lost.
Yep.
I lost Hill Hill. I lost 5-6.
Yeah, talk about a consistent player. Lulick is crazy.
Yeah, and then I had to play, and then I won like 4 in a row, and then I'm finally in the money, and then I have to play Nick DeLeon.
Yeah, it's a
And that,
dampener on your day.
yeah, if you haven't played him, he's zero fun to play. It's like not even a little bit. Like getting teeth pulled.
Yeah, he's definitely another good shot, that's for sure. That 9-ball squeaked into that side pocket way easier than it looked from here.
Yeah, I hit it well.
This 10-ball's just enough out where he's gotta play this carefully. Ooh,
Yeah,
that was a
Al's
good
really
range.
dialed in. He is really dialed in. I think, Tim mentioned it. He's comfortable with these tables now, being here 3 weekends in a row. He knows how they play. The pockets play a little bit tighter than some other diamonds
Yep.
in the state. A little faster here. I think the rails may be a little bit more springy over here than they I don't want to say springy, but livelier, I guess would be a better way to put it.
Yep. Well, shout out our sponsors real quick. I didn't know you guys were sponsoring. Why didn't you yell at me earlier? Hydro's Glass, man. Senior Ray sitting next to me.
Well, we're
The old sponsor. Mike Gwynn, if you're in chat, love you. Realty One. We got Off the Rail Apparel, Paradise Patio. I've seen their stuff, man. It looks so good.
Yeah.
Southwest Billiards. We got Digital Pool as always. So if you guys want to follow along, I mean, it's already too late. It's in the finals, but you can kind of see the damage report through Digital Pool, and you can always follow along actively as we go through the tournament and future times.
Yeah, Tim words it really well. He says, go ahead and reach out and support those guys like they've been supporting us. They're adding money to all these events. The
Yeah.
extra cash in your guys' pockets on every event that you cash. It's really cool what they do for us. So and I'm a big advocate of supporting small business. So
Yes.
when you get the
Yep.
chance.
Absolutely. I know our description kind of got messed up on our last rebroadcast, but on our previous broadcast from today, when our internet shut down, I'm sure all that stuff is in the description.
How about let's call out? I do it every time because
Yeah.
I'm personally trying. I personally have an emotional investment in it. But let's go ahead and subscribe to us on if you
Oh,
feel
that's right,
if
the
you want.
YouTubers.
Go ahead. We're trying to grow our platform on YouTube. It's still pretty new. We just started doing the YouTube thing a few months ago, and we're trying to grow that platform and get our Facebook peeps up subscribed over there. You'll get notifications. We do all kinds of cool stuff. Every once in a while, we get some pros playing each other and high-end
yeah.
events, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of cash prize funds. Man, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, do you know? Oh, the Desert Cup's going to be up in Vegas this time. That's like one of our first big ones when we did the Desert Cup. That was the big old 2-day.
Oh yeah,
You and I on the mics for
Yeah,
I mean, hours. That
yeah,
was crazy.
that was fun.
That was a crazy time. That was the most fun I've ever had. I think broadcasting was that Desert Cup. So every once in a while we get some kind of unique stuff. We had the big one pocket match between
Justin
and
Chris,
Yep, that was a good one.
the Wheeze. Thanks Tony, and thank you JR. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go through. I know I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna go and sort that library so you can go through the playlist by tour. So we're gonna have the champion tour and the amateur tour, and then we're gonna have the pro matches. Me and Justin have always been teasing every time before we go live. I think we're gonna do a broadcasters 1v1 where me and Justin are gonna play for each other's shoes right before we
Oh,
get started in the
yeah.
next one. Maybe on the finale.
Let's do it.
I'm so in.
You've kind of rocked my world. I mean, we really don't play each other much, but you kind of rocked my world the last two times.
Oh,
we
that
played.
Tuesday match, that was great. I think I
Yeah,
broke it around on you, brother.
You did.
It was great.
Yeah, sure, bro.
It was fantastic.
Oh, I bet.
I went 5-0 that night. How'd you do?
Oh, nice.
I always got to give you credit. You're a way better shot than I am.
Stop
the
it.
minute that I get to beat you on the table, it feels good.
Oh, Peter doing Peter things.
I always tell people I'm either out or I'm not. I'm not lying.
Yeah. I know all about it. One trick pony.
I was gonna say, and then we go on Wednesdays, and you're my captain, right? And you just go to see me go for 3 rail shots when I should be safetying. It's fantastic.
Oh no. That was always Jesse.
True. So true. Is he still in this building?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, he's over there. I like Jesse a lot.
Yeah, he's
His game's come a long way too. He's playing a much more high percentage game now. So
Talk about a person that puts time in. I think Jesse puts the most time in practicing them.
Yeah, I don't know anybody more.
Yeah, he's always here or always on the table. regardless if
The
he's not
guy's
here or not.
motivated. I selected him to be the East versus West A captain, and for good reason. He's always on. He's always on a table. He's always hitting balls. He's always practicing. He's always motivating everybody around him. The dude just is passionate for the game and wants to be better. So
Yeah.
shout out Jesse Guerrero.
I think he wanted to get around this 10 ball a little bit, but this is still not a bad leave. The 6 ball is just not fun right now. It's going to be hard for the bank either way. It's going to be real tight. It's going to be hard to break this out with a 5. The 10's in the way now. He might just try and safe this back up, right, and put the cue ball behind the 10, but that's tough cookies.
Oh, he missed the whole thing.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to cut it in this pocket, possibly.
I like the run out if the 6 goes on the side. If it doesn't, we might see Steve go for a 5-10 here.
Yeah, I think Steve's gonna look at this for sure.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at. He's like, all right, well, the 6 is available, so now I can go for the run out.
Yeah,
I like the move there.
I do too. God, it looks so weird from where we're sitting, huh?
That sure does.
The camera does. It does look like it goes on the can. It's just how you're gonna get on the 6. I mean the 7. Sorry, gotta hit that hard. Not that hard though.
Yeah, that'll work. He's got 3 rail shape for the 9. I don't like playing this with inside. Play a little bit outside, come 3 rails, shoot the 9 by the 10, and the 10 in the same pocket. Oh, Steve got a little ahead of himself on that stroke there.
Yeah. Any angle going to the side that would pace is always gonna be a pretty tight pocket to play in.
Yeah, it's already a tight pocket shooting from that angle, but
Yeah. Anybody also in chat next time you guys see me, who like knows how to operate a DSLR camera, please.
oh what?
Please talk to me. That camera, the DSLR camera, it's got so many different modes. I just don't know. I don't know anything
Well, I
about
know
it.
I hit
so-
one wrong button and I
Yeah,
spent
it's like
20 minutes trying to
game
figure.
over.
Uh-oh.
Oh, 7's gonna leak.
Yeah, looks like Steve's gonna have a similar shot to what he just had though. Hopefully he can make the necessary adjustments to overcome it this time around.
He's pretty fast to get down on this ball. I'm going for the slow bank. Oh, he's just tapping it in. I like it.
Guess on the 9 goes on the side then. It looks pretty steep from the camera angle, but
It is tight.
these tend to be deceiving from the camera. A lot of times it's a much bigger pocket than it appears.
You don't want to hit this ball too hard, too. You leak out too much on this 10, and it does not go.
Yeah, maybe it was that tight. Might be leaving this one to Al here. Yeah, this is very natural. Kind of a stun angle, get back out.
Yeah, let's just hit it with bottom. A little bit outside, slow the cue ball down.
I like that. You can go a few different ways. I just like kind of punching it out.
Yep.
Just like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was looking good out there, man. It's gonna be tough to beat, especially down 2-0 after this ball drops.
Commentary scores?
No, not this time around. It's a little too close to the pocket. It's those 90 percenters that catch me. Not the 98s.
Oh,
All right, I'm going to
you're not allowed to leave. How'd you get the handcuffs out?
Oh man. I'll be right back.
All right, guys. It's you and I. Mr. Sanchez, you were also top computer, were the previous tour stop winner. And I didn't see you in here today, man. So we got to talk about it. It's been a good day, though. I'm kind of liking this no 3 foul on the 10 ball tournament. It's been going quick, especially now, we're on the bar boxes. For a 60-man tournament, getting done at this time is pretty quick. If you've seen our streams before, got lucky enough to get it. Yep, I hear you, brother. I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you and Salas. Just for the points. You guys can also see the tour stop points for all the tours that Tim's running on the Donkey Pool Productions Facebook page. Oh, you can run and get one. You're good. I can run and get one. You're fine. Thanks, man. All right, we got a relatively quiet table besides this 6 ball, but again, every time that ball is close to this side pocket on our side, it's kind of hard to judge the distance. It does look like it can slip into that side, but you're not going to have a whole lot of wiggle room. So 3-4 to the 5. The 5 to the 6 is going to be the tricky part of this rack. The 6 to 7 is a pretty relatively easy transfer if you're on the right side of the 6 where you want to go. Thanks, man. didn't realize how long arms you got, man. That was crazy. All right, like I said, this is going to be the hard transfer. Oh, I got you.
We back.
Oh, no way. He actually caught that ball a little too good. A little too rough. Like I said, the Justin, I've been talking 6 to 7 transfers. It's going to be the hard one. Hard to judge the 6 into the side. And then it's out. Especially difficult now. The furniture is going to get rearranged. I'm assuming the pitching wood's coming out.
Yeah, whoever makes the 7 ball is going to win this rack. These
Yeah.
balls just lay way too good. I mean, obviously the 9 might be moving here.
Yeah, I was going to say, furniture is going to get relocated. He might even be able to have some wiggle room off this 9 ball, too. Just a little bit. Not too much. Can't play too full into it. But if I can get a easy, quiet jump, he's got a good chin. There it is. Oh my gosh, it almost
He
went.
just missed it, but kind of an awkward angle. Can he hit it thin enough to get to the side rail and then the top rail and then come out?
I think this is
With
just going to
some
be
inside?
hit center ball and then take the top rail first here and just come down the middle of the table. It's not an easy ball to judge. I was just going to tap it in. All right.
Oh, yeah, he could just take his medicine. I thought it was much thinner than that.
I don't know how much I love this shot because you can easily get out of shape on the 7 and force to play top, right? Where you're at. But
Well, that's all right. I
field
don't mind
safety's
it.
okay.
I don't mind it. The only downside is you're always going to be closer to the rail. Ah,
Is that ball going to roll in?
hate to say it, Pete. I think the wheels are falling off a little bit here for Steve. He
Could be, yeah.
He's missed a few uncharacteristic shots. I don't know if we mention it a lot. I don't know if it's the pressure or the fatigue of these long 2-day events, but
Yeah.
definitely a little out of sorts. See if we can get it together.
Well, and it's all about pacing and table time, right? Al's a little bit of a slower player, and he's been making the majority of balls. So Steve's been sitting in that chair quite a bit of time comparatively to Al. So confidence levels are going to drop naturally because of that. He's queuing high on this.
Yeah, that's all right. He was always going to be able to see the
Yeah.
9, and the 10 plays on the side for him, I think. If not, you can go all the way down with it.
Yeah, this the cloth. That's kind of a scarier ball to shoot. That can get away from you and scratch very easily.
Yeah, for sure.
Not to do stupid stuff. Hey, man, that's what makes pool fun. Let's roll this ball in. This is not going to be an easy shot.
Yeah, I like that.
I think you want to be a little bit close to this 10 ball, but that's okay.
Yeah, obviously so. It sucks queuing on the rail, but he's been hitting this ball really well all weekend.
Yeah.
I really like his odds from here. To go up 3-0. Bam, got it.
Nice in, safe in.
Yeah, Al taking a pretty convincing lead here. Yeah, Steve's got to get it together a little bit here. He's missed a few shots that I'd argue he's favorite to make. He's just
Yeah, I think, arguably probably got a little ahead of himself. Not thinking it through all the way.
and we know how fast momentum can change in pool, but
Yes.
but now's the time for Steve to make a move if we're gonna see a close match here.
Again, how many times we harp on how big that would have been. 2-1 is way different than 0-3, right?
Yeah. You just don't want to see this thing get out of hand. You don't want an insurmountable deficit. If you're Steve here, you just one at a time, crawl back a little bit,
Yeah.
get yourself a little closer, and then all of a sudden you're one game away, and you're one game away, and you're like, I can do this.
Yeah. Insurmountable odds. You talk about that. It's a true story in rotation. Sometimes you just get too far behind. There's too many odds in rotation comparatively to like 8 ball, right? Great break. This 4 ball is going to kill him, though.
Yeah, sure did get in the way. Yeah. If I know anything about Al, he'll call this 3 ball and kick the 1 at the 3. I like kicking it up table maybe, but from what I've seen from him, it's nice.
Yeah, I think the kick up table is the right choice, or playing the push along the same line
Yeah, it's
and
kind of,
leaving it high and tight up there and forcing the tough little, or maybe the possible 5,
Yeah.
off the carom.
He's calling the 3. He's going for this kick. I do like it up table because Tyler Hill words it really well. He says my goal is to kick into congestion. I like
Yeah, I do like
the
that.
way that he put it. I
Yep.
think he missed that entire 1 ball. Did he clip it?
I think he.
Oh no.
Nope.
No. Wow. That was a really high percentage hit from there. I was surprised that Al missed that one.
Yeah, we were a little blocked on the shot.
You yawning over there, Pete?
Right, you started it.
No. Whatever.
How's that headache coming along? You good now?
Hey, you know what? I feel like $1 million.
$1 million.
Shoot, I might even give you a game.
Oh, I did bring my cues.
Did you?
Yeah, my ski poles.
You don't want to know this, Pete.
Oh, bro, I'll take it all day. What are you talking about? When's the last time you beat me? Didn't we just talk about this? I don't remember either.
We never play. You ducking me.
I think I played 3 weeks ago against you. How'd that go? Ooh. Ah.
Man. Like that girl in high school that never calls back. I'm always ready. Hey, I'll throw this out there. I'm ready to play any day, anytime.
Yeah, you scare me, though. I see you play on Wednesdays. You're my damn captain.
Stop it.
Ray Brothers. Jesus.
I only call you out because I know you'll say no. But the reality is, if you called my bluff, I would run like a chicken.
I'm telling you, we're gonna do the broadcasters race. I'm so in for it. We'll gamble for something stupid, like an oil change, or like I said, like shoes.
Yeah.
Lou's got to change the other person's oil on the
Oh
car.
my gosh, could you imagine? I would cross thread your bolt.
Oh my lord! Yeah, get some red Loctite out.
Yeah.
Oh, I could just float it out on him. Tough ball to hit, like you said, slick cloth. When you hit down, strike down on the cue ball, man. It can slide anywhere,
Yeah.
even if it's slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, big old stroke. Oh, what a shot!
Yeah, sure was. Friendly bump as well. This is a great momentum shifter here for Steve if he can get out of this bracket. Do a number for his confidence if he can get out from here.
Yeah. I think you want to come out a little bit further than that.
Yeah, I almost might just take this one in the corner now instead of the side.
Yeah, just float this cue ball out.
Yeah, Steve's missed a few of those.
Yeah.
Starting to show a little bit. And Steve's over here talking to himself a little bit. I'm a little frustrated with that one. Justifiably so. I kind of feel his pain from here, man. He made it this far and then he's struggling to put a performance on the big stage. But nonetheless, Al's been playing good all weekend. If there's any guy that deserves it, it is him. But I'd like to see a good match here.
Yep. Those cue balls might get away from him a little bit.
Oh, the 8-ball got away from him.
Yep. I was gonna say that little cut was a little bit more than it looked.
Yeah. He really tried to hold his cue ball in an attempt to do so. Left the 8 hanging.
Steve needs this. This is a big opportunity for him to get right back in this race. Good shot. A little stiff.
Yeah,
That's okay. We're still all right. Wheels are on.
like to see a good stroke here from Steve.
Yep. Just by this bottom.
We'll draw back a little bit.
Perfect. I mean, you're gonna take this cut, but I'm not sure I'd be shooting this 10 than sitting on the bench.
Yeah, no, he's in. It's really A1 position. You'd rather have this than straight
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's not a scratch shot. You
Yep.
play a touch of left, miss the side on the way back.
Yeah, you're just thinking about left, and it's not scratching.
Yep, yeah. Try to. I always find when you kind of focus on where the cue ball is going to hit the rail, you take a little bit of the pressure off the ball in front of you.
Yeah, this is a big moment for Steve too. He was kind of kicking himself a little bit on the bench for missing that last shot, and he got welcomed right back in. So he's got to take a heavy breath and shoot well from here on out.
Oh, John Sanchez calling me out. Heads, but probably just give me the break. Why would I give you the break when you can break and run every rack?
This is true.
He's a break and run monster when he's playing well, man.
John Sanchez, like I said earlier, is a gunslinger. He's definitely a
Yeah.
gunslinger.
Yeah, you guys, I'd say he's a little bit more on the extreme part of the spectrum. It works for him, but he plays to his strengths. He's so good at pocketing balls and moving that rock and letting his stroke out.
Yep.
So obviously he doesn't mind being aggressive. When you can't make 2 balls in a row like me, I gotta make a ball and play safe.
Yeah, the safe play. My problem with like the whole like getting into the majority safes is that when my safes start working, then it's like all the wheels are off the train. You know,
Mm.
because how many times you do that? You play a safe and it just rolls out like an inch further, and you just want to walk into traffic.
For sure.
I was gonna say that one ball was pretty tucked. Just trying to avoid the 8. A little bit more of a slower roll. Trying to catch that railing ball same time. A lot of ball. Not an easy to get to the 2 from here because of this 8, but he got it right around it. What a
Yeah.
perfect shot.
Yeah, hit that well. Might be
What do we call this? Palm tree?
palm treed with the whitey.
Palm tree over the 8 ball.
That's what JC said. They said in the Chris Reinhold match.
Palm
treed
tree.
with the
I'm
whitey.
using that from now on. All right, it's going to be business as usual. The 6 ball is the only awkward ball on the table. So the 5 to 6 transfer is what we're looking at.
Oh, Bag says this field got lucky. I had to win a trip to Vegas this weekend. I had
You know, Bags, I was saying the same thing. I slept in on Saturday. So I walked in at like 1 o'clock and I was like, I was just getting everybody else, a chance.
You call it sleeping in. I think that's just what you do.
I love my favorite
I
ongoing
thought you
joke
were up early.
is that no one knows what I do for work. No one does. I think Dara told me or Steven told me the other day, they're like, we're convinced that you just don't, we don't even know what you do. I'm like, okay, dude.
It's like the dude. It's like that dude. It's like the dude with the girlfriend that nobody's met and nobody's ever heard
Yeah,
of
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
from out of town.
Great shot here. Don't come up too high on this 5. All right, we're going to see some movement on the 6 for sure.
Yeah, he's coming into the 6. I don't mind it because I think he's gonna. Yeah.
No, but 6 or whatever. You know what? Yeah, I hear you. Worked from home for 10 years. It's hard to get motivated. It really is, especially when work's slow.
Oh,
He got that 6 dead on. Yeah, you almost kind of want to hit a little bit of bottom maybe or top, depending on how that lied, just so you don't really kind of ram right into that thing. But this is a nice, easy save. You can put this 6 up behind the 10,
yeah. I like putting
depending
it.
on the ball speed. You can.
I like putting it on the bottom rail,
Yep.
getting your cue ball up 2 rails. Worst case scenario is you leave distance and then can still see the 6.
Yeah, but that's still,
No, that's
to be told.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's a natural looking safe right now. You just place a little bit of bottom outside.
Oh, Peter would
one.
back cut bank the 6 in though.
I would go 5 rails for this, brother.
5 rails. Yeah, he's calling the safe. Yeah. Yeah, he's just putting it on the other side rail, maybe trying to use the
I think he's
9. Is
rolling
that
up.
what he's?
No, he's rolling up on it.
Oh, he's rolling up on it. I don't always love that safe. It just seems
yeah.
like whenever you put the balls close like that, he can always get a thin hit and do something a little bit more productive.
Which I think is actually going to happen right here. I think he has a good chance to put this cue behind that 10 ball.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
he's
gonna
going
do
the
the
other
same
way.
thing. I don't love. Well, I mean, he got better.
Yeah, that's a better looking save.
Yeah, when you get him touching or really close to touching, where the side pocket comes into play, that it's pretty effective. But I'd have to watch this one. That's pretty close.
Yeah. This is almost like a commentaries. I don't want to look at it because they always turn to us first. Was that a
Oh,
good
yeah,
hit? I'm like,
yeah.
I can't tell you anything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I ain't addressing that.
Mhm.
See, he had a much better chance to thin the 6 earlier and put the cue ball over by the 10, but now he's a little bit closer, and now he's deciding to thin it. I thought he had a better opportunity earlier.
Still even a tough shot here. This is going to go walk the rail all the way up. A little bit of top, this 8 ball. You can come short on this thing and have a bad angle. Best thing you can do is probably just play this top center.
It's a little weird.
Yep, and
Yeah.
come below it.
Yeah, that's what I kind of meant. I thought it was steeper than it looked.
Yeah.
Thought that cue ball was tracking towards the 8, and you want to put a confident stroke on the 6 down that rail,
Yeah.
especially since we've noticed a few balls rolling off towards the Qualtech sign over there. You want to put a confident stroke down that rail, so that it was kind of a tricky spot to be in.
Yeah, it's so easy to catch that point if you slow roll it, right?
Yeah, little friendly bump on the 8 helped him out here though.
Ooh, bother.
Oh, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Is he gonna open the door back up for Steve, or is he
Could
hooked?
be. He's definitely hooked right here.
Is he? There might
Yeah.
be field goal might be good here.
He's definitely looking at it. It's close. I think he's got to go upfield for this puppy, though. And that 8 ball is in that pocket, too. That is, you are not taking rail first. And if you do, it's a thin. This might just be a tap in little putt right here.
You know, it'd be sick if all he could do was see the center of the 8. Like you couldn't cheat it to the left or right. All you
Yeah.
could do was see the center of it, and so you're forced to like shoot straight at it.
Oh my gosh, like jack up on it and
Yeah,
hope
that
you
would.
don't roll through.
I would.
I saw that the other day. Someone jacked up on the similar shot that you're talking about, and someone had to put the center ball in it, and the cue ball got airborne just enough to when it hit that ball in the pocket that it didn't settle and it just dropped right in after it. Like it wanted to take backspin, but it
Oh
kind of
yeah.
carried through just enough. It was like a quarter or half inch.
Yeah, I was bouncing through the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind this. I don't mind this kick. You gotta feel good about it. Slick cloth likes to go wide.
He's going fast at it. Oh my gosh, you can see it off the rail.
Oh, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. Well, this is the last ball.
What a big shot. Great shot, Steve. Great shot. Now
You going
he didn't-
corner to hold your cue ball?
I'm going corner. Or are you taking side pocket with some pace?
I kind of like the corner. It's a bigger pocket facing. I mean,
I
opening.
agree.
Oh, what a great shot. Went the corner, held his cue ball. Now routine 10 to bring this thing within 1, 3-2. Like I said, you get within 1, you realize it's possible.
Yep. Doors are wide open again.
Yes, starting to see a much different Steve here. A little bit more confidence out there. Still looks a little demoralized out there with the body language, but he
Definitely an improvement though off the first two.
his
Off
stroke
the rip on the first two.
looks a little better now.
Such a dirty word. What'd you say? What'd
I
you
think
say?
we were talking about work.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the palm trees. Well, anyways, usually we fill in the gap here, the dead air, with 5 stories.
I've told all mine.
I know. I think we're not much golf going on right now. What was the last tournament?
Oh, they had that PNC championship with the father-son stuff.
Oh, that's right. Didn't we talk about that photo? That was with John Daly and
Oh,
Tiger
yeah.
Woods.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they had their 2 kids with them.
Yeah,
Or
that was-
their associated kids. or something.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good picture, man. John Daly's son looks so much like him, especially his swing too, and so does Tiger's kid. I mean, they're like splitting images.
Oh yeah, model after.
I think we're gonna see the
Sponges,
next
man.
rivalry, the Tiger Woods John Daly that everybody wanted, but that was kind of like towards John Daly's end of his
Oh my
really
gosh.
good run is when
The
Tiger
next
came through, so,
generation.
yeah. But hearing like John Daly's like pre-routine, right? Like Tiger's like, I run 10 miles, go hit 1,000 balls, and I run another 5 miles and go work out. And then John Daly's like, hey, I smoked 4 cigarettes,
Yeah.
hit 5 balls, and
Yeah, he's like, I just
call it a
woke
day.
up.
Yep. He's like, Sunday I won't even hit balls. Right. He's got one of the most impressive driver hits, maybe next to like Rory McIlroy. Like it's disgusting how much he gets that club around.
Can he see an edge of this one?
I think so.
It's not giving me much with his body language. I think he.
It's going to be pretty much hard to overcut this one with the 3 being there from my angle that I'm sitting.
Yeah, are you trying to run into the 8 if you can? I
Oh,
think
no,
you
he
call a
can't see
push.
it.
Call a push. Don't love that. Well, maybe.
Yeah, if Steve can see any part of this one ball, he's going to take it, but looks like it's not.
I'll tell you what, that pocket plays huge for this one if you hit
Yeah.
it full. Because I mean, you hit it full, it comes in on the 3.
Yeah, 3-ball just got even more pretty.
Not guaranteed not guaranteed a great look on the 2. Obviously, the cue ball's gonna be similar to what it is now.
Yeah, because if you're gonna run into this 3 with the cue ball off the 1, it's this is gonna kill your entire angle and pace, right? Oh, we had to get Tim out of his chair.
He's like, "What'd you do?" And he's like, "It was him. He gave it back."
This is where you slam this ball at light speed so Tim can't even read it, you know?
Mm.
Oh, that would be so great.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be questionable. Yeah, it was always a good hit. I mean, it's hard to hit that 3 first, to be honest.
Yeah, without catching, obviously, the 1 ball.
There was only a sliver of that 3 you could hit. It was pretty relatively straightforward call there from Tim.
Oh, he's going to try and get me on this A, but too slow of a pace.
Yeah, I might have overcompensated a little bit. This table's been rolling real quick all weekend long, and tried to really finesse it in there. And
Steve's got a good option right here to get himself back in. If he plays safe right behind this 8 and sends this 2 up, he's got a good chance to win this rack, but
it's a good call, Pete. My initial instinct was to attack that ball, but he had a chance to lock him up on that 8. Didn't quite do it.
yeah, he rolled up a little bit too much in the draw, so he's got a window here, I think, is what it looks like. The rest of the balls laid pretty nicely. It's just the transfer from the 2 to the 3. It's going to be hard to control. He's forced for the top on a reasonable shot.
Yeah, we'll see. You might see him jack up a little bit here.
Yeah, just try and catch that side rail some pace. Get out in the middle.
Yeah, he's jacking up a little, trying to come to the side rail, or maybe it's a straight ball and he comes straight back.
I was going to say that. He jacked up a lot on that ball, huh?
Yeah, he got a lot out of that. I was pretty impressed with how much he got out of it, but I think that shot calls more for maybe a punch shot. You punch it to the side rail and out. You try to draw that, it takes the same plane that it just did right there.
Yeah, I'm glad, again, like I said, I'm on this side of the glass. I don't want to be taking this shot right now. There's not a whole lot of object balls you can hide behind without really moving.
He's calling the kick here.
I don't dislike it. I don't like giving up the possibility of ball in hand, right? And if you miss it, you're probably just going to leave him straight into this pocket.
Wow.
It's
2 good kicks from him
great
here.
shot.
2 good kicks in the same run. Man, I feel like who is this? Who is this on the jukebox?
Where is my cell phone?
Is it right here?
That is it. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, that was a really good shot there from Al. He's got a good chance to follow this and just run out this rack. Probably the last difficult shot he has to hit in this rack. Oh, he missed it. Oh my goodness. Al's letting Steve back in here.
Yeah, a couple big mistakes.
Yeah,
Those
some
last few racks.
Someone learn from Steve. You can't let this guy back in this match if you're Al. He's starting to capitalize and he's got all the momentum. He's feeling good now.
Yep. I think he wanted to come up a little bit higher up on the table, but I think he's still okay for sure. Or he's going to come up and down.
Yeah.
Up and down it is.
Need a friendly bump.
Yeah, if you're going to catch that ball, catch it full.
Well, I think he's got the corner though. Should be all right.
I agree.
A little bit of a stun and shoot the 9 in the side.
Yeah, he's got good. He's far enough off that rail.
I like
Got a good
throwing.
cue on this.
I like throwing this with a little right stun, holding the cue ball. Hit it well.
Oh, nice.
That's a great shot. 10's right in front of the pocket. Steve's gonna tie this thing up after being down 3 to nothing. Wow.
Yep.
Got a good match. Wouldn't expect anything different, huh?
Hill every time, man. Isn't that what we said earlier?
Every time.
Oh. It was a good bank on that 10. Steve immediately looked at the booth right at me. The 10 ball almost missed.
Well, I'm gonna ditch you for 10 seconds real quick
Yep.
while we're between racks.
Whatever, man. All right, that makes it Hill 3-3. Both going to 6. Steve having a double dip Al. We'll go over the payouts again. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier. So if Al wins, so that's the big thing is that Al is not in the side pots, right? So if Al wins, it's going to be 1570 to him. And to Steve, it's going to be 1780. But if Steve wins, it's going to be 2330. And Al at 1020. Healthy payout. Not a bad paycheck for a day and a half. Steve already guaranteed the side pot after winning the semifinals match, which was $760 alone, just because Al was not in the winner take all. This is a great break from Steve right here, too. This is a huge opportunity. If he can get relatively low on this 2 ball, it's a good out. Not one ball is tied up. Just like that. Don't be queuing over the 3. Here we go, John Casey with Palm Tree. Queuing over the 3. Not ideal. It's going to leave this long for the 3. Oh, this is going to be a tough out now. Not what we wanted to do. But again, that was going to be the hard part, was bringing the cue ball from the 1 to the 2. That option was included. Not an easy shot. Shooting top ball like that, long field. But Al's looking pretty straight on this ball, too. So he's kind of, I could eat his medicine here, either roll it with top or stop shot it and take the cut. It's probably the most reasonable. The other option is to kind of gunsling it and go 2 rails at the top ball here with some pace. Nice shot. All right, well, he is on the awkward side of this 4. But again, this might be a take your medicine kind of shot. Leave it a little bit longer with the 5, but a good angle. Definitely don't want to be on the rail, just a little bit off. Cue ball position is going to force him a little bit to shoot top, but the 7 ball is prime real estate. Just roll this ball forward. This 10 ball's kind of a little bit in play. The 7 and 9 transfer. Depending on where he's going. Oh, man, that's brutal. That 10 ball was just enough in play, queuing over that thing. That's going to eat you alive. Sound on for you?
Sound on.
Sound on.
I had to talk to Jesse for a second. He came up with his lineup for East versus West.
Nice.
Hit me with all the big news. Oh man, is Steve gonna?
Yeah.
Steve gonna go up 4-3 after being down
It
3 to
was
0?
a solid laying rack. Yeah, Al just had an unfortunate positioning right there. He was forced to kind of play top. Had a cue over the 10 and just hit the point on the side pocket. I mean, it was out. He did a good job getting down on the 9 ball for the cut, but is what it is. We can't release the lineup though live though, right? I think that needs to be announced.
Yeah, you're probably
Oh.
right. Yeah, I kind of let up on that stroke a little bit. A little decel there.
I actually think his original intention was to lay for the side pocket, but I don't think he expected this angle.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I don't. It's not easy.
Oh, Jesse's on the pit table, huh? Who does he think he is?
Well, that's where he's playing for the East versus West.
Oh, did Mitch and Trace get done with her one pocket down there.
Yeah, no kidding. And as much as we joke about it, Mitch
Oh
Mitch
yeah.
can Mitch can run out. Oh man, he took the corner and he made it.
What a shot.
Wow, Steve.
Putting him up for the first time in this set. Again,
God.
Steve's got a double dip out.
Yeah, more
Huge.
coming back from 0-3 to make it 4-3.
He's definitely been capitalizing on some of the mistakes now a little bit later. Obviously, the first two racks.
Steve's got the blood pumping now, baby.
Yeah, he keeps this rolling, man. He's going to be sitting pretty good.
Yeah, he's gonna be sitting real good. He'll be going into a second set with all the momentum in the world.
I don't want to say anything, but I do. Every time we've gone to a second set, I think that person has won. I don't think we've ever seen the winner's side win the second set.
True.
I mean, it's demoralizing and all that jazz. And I don't know, man.
Hey, it's a product.
I spoke too early on the sun going down. You know,
I know. Well,
Right.
it's winter, so I mean, maybe we could add half an hour, precautionarily, and it's probably not a word, precautionarily.
I
Sounds
believe
cool,
it.
though. Yeah. If not, add it. Why not?
Call Webster. Put it in the dictionary. All right, I'm going to step away too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
whatever.
sit for a minute. Yeah, whatever. Word.
Word. See you in a sec, Pete. It looks like he's trying to slice this ball on the side. Oh man, he hit that way too good for that 3 not to drop. Can't hit that ball any better and still hang it up. Yeah, kind of like what he did there. He was always coming off the top side of the 4. If he slices it like that, he just didn't want that cue ball to get too far away from him. So lost his 3, hung it up. Oh, he really hit that. Is that 7 gonna get in his way? It sure is. Oh, that's brutal. He had so much room to work with, and then he overcooked it. Another good chance for Steve here. Steve's got to be feeling pretty good about himself. I mean, it's got to be an emotional roller coaster for him. He went down from 3-0 after missing a few key shots. Really, to be honest, it really didn't look great out there as far as body language is concerned. He's kind of, he's, I'm not saying upset, maybe a little demoralized, a little frustrated with how things are going. Now he's picking up the pace a little bit, looking like a different Steve out there. He's got to feel good. Yeah, my fault, Steve. Yeah, that was very uncharacteristic from Al. I don't know if he's starting to feel the heat with Steve crawling up the back end here, but he's been solid. Leading up till then. Yeah, I think Steve had an opportunity to play safe behind the 9-10, but he had just made a cut on the 10 similar to what he just shot right there. So I imagine he felt pretty good about it after just seeing that ball going in. He took it on anyways. Oh, that's brutal. Drawing it, overdraws it, point, hangs up. Now it looks like he almost has an angle to get on the 8 from here with a little bit of inside. Maybe a lot of inside. That's brutal. Here's Steve. Wow. Now, where the 9 ball goes, I don't know. Does it go all the way down? He's looking in the corner. Didn't take much time, which tells me it probably does, but the problem is he might have a pretty significant angle if he's going to try and hold this 8 and hold his cue ball off this 8 and shoot that 9. Sounds crazy. I might just make this 8 and play safe on the 9, push the cue ball on the 10. Might be able to maybe even come back and forth with the cue ball a little bit. Just roll up, shoot the 9 and roll the cue ball up on the 10. See, this isn't a bad angle to do that. I think that's what he may have decided to do. He's going with the safe here. I think he's cueing low, like he's gonna. Yeah, he ran out of English there. I think he left this 9. Try to do kind of a kill draw shot because he didn't want that 9 to hit that side rail and come back out and leave Steve a shot, but just ended up under hitting it as a result. Steve's really a little jumpy on that shot, but Steve's really looking good after winning those last 4. This to make it 5. Wow. Yeah, you can tell the nerves are getting to Steve a little bit because he's jumping a little on those 9s and 10s. It's fun to watch though because that's why I really enjoy doing this. When it comes down to it, checks in the background. We're down to 1 table. These guys have been playing all weekend. They're playing their best pool of the whole weekend. But the nerves, it comes down to it. How players react with all the nerves, with thousands of dollars on the line. It's fun for me to be a fly on the wall in this event. Who's everyone going for? We still got a little bit of a viewership going on out there. Who you guys pulling for? I'll say Al's from Havasu. Do we have any Havasu people out there? I haven't seen a ton of Steve play. I'm assuming well, I don't want to make any assumptions, but I'm not quite sure.
We're back. I want to stand for a little bit.
Oh yeah? Can your knees handle all that?
Oh my gosh. Doing the knees.
Or is it your hips? I keep forgetting. I never know with you, man.
Oh, we're there. We're there.
It's probably because you're supinating too much.
What does that even mean?
It's the way you step on your foot, man. Like outwards or inwards.
We'll call it that.
Come on, man. You're either pronating or supinating. You
I
strike
think
me
you're
as
making stuff up.
No, dude, I'm dead serious. You seem like a supinator. I don't know why, but you strike me as a supinating kind of dude.
No, I did March drumline for a while. I definitely messed up my body early on. That's for sure. Not healthy to carry around 80-pound drums on your back while you're growing. Probably why I'm only 6 foot. I was probably meant to be like 6'2", man. I just stunted my growth.
Probably not.
So
Don't
what did
think
I
it was
miss?
all that
Oh,
beer you drank when you were 12 years old?
bro. Shockingly, did not. I'm glad I
Really?
didn't. I'd probably be dead by now if I did.
What'd you do? Wait till 13?
No, you know, my dad was my high school principal, so I was not in
Oh. Brutal.
the avenues of messing up.
I find those tend to rebel the most, though.
Yeah, but I was middle child.
No. Oh, see, that answers a lot.
So I missed Steve going on the hill, yeah?
Yeah. Al put Steve on the hill.
Oh, like that, huh? Well, 10 ball might come into play. No matter. Floating this ball, just you pass this 8 ball, you're sitting pretty good. It's gonna be a taller order though. It's a pretty wonky angle. It should be enough.
Oh gosh, Steve, how did you hit it? Yeah, he's a little steep on the 7, but
a little too hard.
yeah. Well, I think that he pretty much played that pocket speed, so I mean
Yeah.
that's almost as soft as he could have hit it. If you're trying to hold that cue ball, may have been better off doing something else.
What a cut. Where's this ball going though?
Unless you can hit him like Steve. Steve's really feeling good right now, Pete.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked.
This is not a good angle to be sitting on this 8 though. He's probably gonna either force the bank or play the safe.
I think he's got enough rail.
You
think
think
he's,
so?
Yeah, I think he's got enough. Well, I think he's got enough rail to play this with a high ball and slice it in. Don't want to hit it too hard though. That brings the side into play.
You are right, Justin.
Yeah,
You're
that
very right.
Oh, that was a good shot there.
Now, this is going to be a little bit of an awkward shot.
Oh, it's a very awkward shot. He's gonna have to jack up on this a little bit.
Yeah, cutting the side's got to be real thin, but you're coming into that third rail above the 10, which is not ideal. So he's definitely going to be going for this corner. A
Unless
little bit of a poke shot.
Yeah.
Jack up, right?
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to jack up a little bit, maybe not a ton. Unless he takes a corner. I mean, well, yeah, either way, I think you got to jack up a
Yep.
little. So,
Yeah, you have so much cushion down there. Well, that's pace, though.
yeah, it is. And Al's got to be feeling that he knows he's one bad shot away from making this a second set here, Pete.
Yeah.
This is nerve-wracking here.
This is not easy. You got to
No.
go 2 rails,
Yeah.
or you got to slow float it.
No,
Both are nerve-wracking, like you said.
Yeah, you're going 2 rails here. You're going back and forth. Leave your cue ball right where the 9 is now. Obviously, you'd like to be off the rail a little bit. Just back and forth.
Well, he missed it good.
Yeah.
You got to know your diamonds, Justin, right here.
I really like taking on this bank.
I did too.
You don't play safe here. You got to take on this bank and put them away right here.
Just hit it with center ball. I mean, this is just natural. It's going to float towards that corner. Hit it with top. It's going to come towards this 10.
Yeah, I kind of like stunning that ball, like
Yeah.
kind of punching it instead of rolling it like you did, because that's when you really bring the 10 into play. You
Yeah.
kind of punch. I don't want to say punch. It's the wrong way to put it, but just a little bit of a stun. Kind of kills it.
Yeah,
Holds it so you got a better look at the 10. All right,
stop it just to make it, and
work it
what
out.
we say a million times, taking your medicine.
Well, I mean, is it taking your medicine if you're putting them where you would play safe on them?
Yeah, he's going for this bank. Out by him.
Yeah, Al knows he's got to get beat twice, so he's trying to put the heat on him here. At least give himself a chance. No,
Going
too
a little
wide there.
wide.
Too wide.
It's going to leave Steve a nice opportunity here.
Yeah, the way Steve's hitting the ball right now, I wouldn't be surprised to see this go dead hard in the pocket. Sorry, Steve fans. I did it again. Maybe we'll reverse the curse. Bam.
What a shot.
Drilled it. And we got a second set, guys.
Steve forcing the second
Man,
in the final. So winner of this takes it all.
I know you weren't ready to go home, Pete. Because I was not as well.
Well, you fixed your headache, so you're good.
Oh, dude, I'm golden now, man. I could run a marathon.
I had a rough morning, Was out a little late last night, so I think if I ran a marathon, I would cramp up everywhere. I think there's enough water in my body right now.
Yeah, you know what? That's all right. We got a second set, guys.
And I can't give you another excuse to make fun of me, if I pulled a hammy or something like that. You'd be like, oh my god, so Owen.
Oh, dude. You've given me enough material to work with for at least 2 years.
Dude, remember when I was going through like that gout for a year and I had no idea what it was, and I just kept coming in and I'm like, I think it's this and I think it's that, and then it just turns out I had like the worst pain in my life.
Crawling into urgent care.
Oh my gosh,
You're gonna
dude.
die.
That was horrific. I've broken so many bones. I'll take a broken bone again any day.
Really?
Oh my god, it was so bad. Yeah, unfortunately, it runs in the family. So, yeah, I'll show you a picture of the crystals. You know?
Crystals
Yeah, because it's like
out of your foot?
yeah, it's like uric acid in your body.
Do I want to see
It
this?
crystallizes in your joints. Oh, it's yeah, it's awesome.
Dude,
Here you go.
got a barf bag?
No, it's not like that. Oop. That's what grows on your joints when you have it. So
Dude.
that was like on my like ankle joint. This is like a bunch of
Interesting.
needles. It's horrible. Yeah.
All right, Pete, we got a second set.
Yes, we're leading off. Enough of our stories.
Oh no, I enjoy your stories, Pete. I got a whole journal of material to use.
Yeah, I don't know why I talk to you, man. It's crazy.
Crystals in your joints.
Crystals in
All
your
right.
joints, brother. It's not fun. That was a great break. You see what I'm talking about with the
Heck, I
magic
don't
rack,
hate it.
brother?
It freed up the 2 for him, man. I
Uh-huh.
mean, obviously you'd be upset if you're Steve, but if you're an NL fan, how could you not be happy?
Get the rack off the table. Yeah, this 2-ball lays pretty poorly. If it goes in between that 4 and the 5 in the corner, he's
think-
okay, but I don't think it does.
Yeah. I think it does, but I mean, when
You
you're
think
not
so?
from here.
Yes, true. I guess we'll never find out.
No, we never will. Be a mystery.
Is my cord long enough? Can I go look at it?
You're trying.
Oh, it definitely doesn't.
It does not go?
Oh, hell no. The 2-ball's actually sitting closer to us than it looks like. No rail, no rail.
Nothing hit there. Just trying to tell him it's ball in hand. Steve looks much better coming into this. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this is still not an easy out though. Granted, he's got ball in hand on the 2 to work for the 3, but the 3 just sits pretty not good right now.
It's funny. Do you take the 3-8 combo or do you think you come into the 3 here?
I think I come into the 3 here, right? And just try and split the 3 and the 9 and just get a good bump.
You could,
Nothing
yeah.
too exciting, but
Whatever.
a healthy bump. Depends on how much rail space he has to work with, right? Beyond the 8. Because if you catch the 8, it's game over. Well, not what I expected. Still alive though on the table. If there's going to be a shot in, it's going to be a 3-8 combo. I don't even think you can see that 3. Maybe the 9's in the way. Kicking at this thing. Oh, no, he's done.
Oh, that
No
is a
way.
brutal roll. This is a great combo. Cue ball followed right in after it. I'm surprised Snowball's gotten away on its way into the pocket. That's devastating.
Well, I think the only interesting part about this rack is going to be the 5-6 here. And then on to the next ball, which is going to be the 9.
What
So
is
set up on the 6 has got to be everything.
what is Rich talking about? Keep drinking cherry juice? Is that a gout
That
thing?
is, yeah, you drink cherry juice and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, they gave me the good meds though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm good now. They were like the reasons why they cause it are red meat, alcohol, and I'm like, oh, just off the top 2 checkpoints. I'm
Yeah.
toast.
They give you that medicine that has street value?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's pretty straight. I can see right down the line of this 5. He's pretty straight. He might just have to take some distance here.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to overextend too, just because that 9 ball's sitting. just uncomfortably close. We try to go 2 rails and come out for a shorter distance. You good, man?
Oh, dude. I don't think I've ever felt better in my entire life.
There we go. See, this is the ball I was talking about. This transfer right here is going to make this everything. It's a pretty good stroke for that far out.
Yeah, it was.
Not ideal.
Yeah, he was a little jabby coming into that one because he didn't want a double hit. That cost him the shot, I'm sure of it. If he had an extra 1 or 2 inches there, I think he would have felt much better about that stroke.
I agree with you. It's not an easy shot for Steve right here, though. It's kind of just make your ball. Like a 1-2 rails on this for sure. You just got to decide where this cue ball is going to go. You don't want to float it because it's going to go right at that 10.
Yeah, I like drawing it above the side pocket, so so you take it out of play. You don't want it to. Yeah, that's way too close for my comfort.
Yeah.
I like being above it and just taking a little bit of a cut on the 10.
I think he's got Steve hooked, but I think he's going to try and mess around this maybe. Take
Yeah,
rail first.
might be able to just go basic rail first and come around a little bit.
You don't want to hit this ball too hard. Good pace. It's lined up pretty good for the corn. Not dead end. But
Yeah, well, Steve's pretty familiar with awkward 10 balls, so
Mhm.
this one's not awkward, but just kind of short-sighted himself there. Yeah, good shot.
great shot.
All right, going up 1-0, Steve.
Steve has been automatic on those 10s. Man.
All the momentum in the world on Steve's side. He was down 0-3. What'd he do? Win 6 in a row from there?
Yeah, I think so. Was that the final score on the last one? Was 16?
It was either 6-3 or 6-4, but I think he won 6 in a row. Maybe.
Yep. Finally kicked it into gear and started capitalizing on mistakes.
Thank you. Oh.
Definitely some mistakes out of Al on the late end of the rack through that first set. Just going to get you. Gets everybody. Jesse's not in a championship. What the hell, man?
Yeah, it's a little awkward. Kind of looks funny, doesn't he?
Not what you want to do on the break. That's been the first scratch we've seen on a break, I think, today.
Yeah, like
Maybe the second.
really lost his cue ball there. Tried to really amp up into that break and kind of yank the cue ball the wrong way.
This 2-ball set's pretty good because the 7 on the side. Kind of gives you some options here. Might take this 2-7 and let that 2 float down that corner, right? And just take the same angle.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Just glance off the 7. Keep that 2 on the same plane.
That was a lot of pace, though. Still works.
Yeah, it sure was. I worked out because he ran into that ball there, but I like a little bit more of a controlled combo there.
Yeah, this 3 kind of made it a lot harder than it was. I think it still goes on that side for sure. Let's look on the camera. It's going to be tight, but he's going to be running into this, I think, this pack anyway, so.
Yeah, the hard part is if he plays left to get on this 3, he'll likely be running into the 9 or the 5. I think he tried to miss all those balls and come above it.
Oh, and just play down in the corner?
Yeah, play it in the corner, but problem with that was getting on the 4 from there. That was a tough spot. He's calling 3-ball combo as well.
Not ideal.
Or maybe a 2-ball. Maybe that 9 slid by the 6. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Hard to tell. I'm going to hit the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good, Pete. Don't fall in. Oh, Peter doesn't like my sarcastic comments. Oh, really well judged there from Steve. Knowing that if he just rolled that ball, he'd likely get stuck behind the 6, so he played with a little bit of pace, came off the rail and back out so he could see the 3. Really educated shot there from Steve. I think you're forced to go to his left pocket here because if you go to the right pocket, you're jacked up over the 5. So he's going to cut this to his left. He's going right. They both offered shape. I mean, if you went the other way, you could have went with a high ball and come around a few rails for the 5. The 5 does pass the 6, so. Well, I guess it would have been the other way around, but still. Oh, great stroke there from Steve. Now what's he gonna do? Is he gonna come back and forth and then play safe behind the 10 from the 8? Or is he gonna get gonna get right on that rail and shoot the 8 in the corner? Yeah, that's a little awkward there. Does the 8 pass the 10? If it does, I don't know. Skewing low tells me it might pass the 10. Might be a little bit of a two-way if he can hold his cue ball. I couldn't. Yeah, that was tough. I think his full intention there was to hold the cue ball beyond the 10. I don't think he was really putting a lot of emphasis on making that 10, 8 ball. He might have been all safe there. Like I said, it laid a little awkward for him. Yeah, Al's not afraid. A lot of people try to come around for the 10 and get a little straighter, either short-siding themselves or something else, but Steve's not afraid of distance. He's left himself this quite a bit, and more often than not, he's been successful. Not this time around. Is this going to line up right in the side? It sure is. It's like second game going to Steve as well. Gosh, there's got to be a ton of heat on Al right now after this 10 ball drops. I mean, I think he's lost maybe 8 consecutive games. He's just got to find a way to claw himself back into this match here. Even though the score only shows 2-0, it just feels like all momentum is on Steve's side right now. I'm sure both players feel that way. Even one win right now for Al would be huge. I mean, you just kind of disrupt that momentum a little bit. A little ripple in the tide, I guess. Yeah, pretty good shot there. I think he's got him hooked with the 8. I think Al's gonna be forced to go real first into this 1, but that 3 ball might. I don't think it's wired. I think it's a little short. Yeah, I thought it was a little far on that end as well. Still worth a try though, because had he hit it on the other side of the 1, that 3 had a good chance of going.
up, bro. Turn me up.
Oh, there he is.
I'm back. Had to make a pit stop.
Oh yeah? How'd it go?
Doing great. We had a health and safety meeting at the bar.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So you have to stop drinking?
No, the exact opposite, actually. Oh, hell of a shot.
Doesn't matter. Oh, that is brutal. That is devastating from Steve. He hit that ball so well.
I did see another 10 ball drilled down by Steve, so up 2-0 though.
Yep, 2-0. Like I said, I think that might be 8 in a row from Steve, unless Al had one in the middle that I'm missing, but all momentum on Steve's side. I'd really, just because I'm a fan of pool and good matches, I'd really like to see Al try and claw back here, make this a little bit tighter. Oh, he really missed it that one there. He'd like to be closer to the second diamond, or maybe even a diamond and a half up. To try and come up and down. There's a lot of traffic. You can run in the 6 or the 10 here. Yeah, ran into the 10. That's trouble.
Oh, no. You have that option as always on the board, too.
Yeah.
You're almost kind of better off hitting that with a little bit more pace and just taking the 4 ball on the side, and just in case it avoids everything, you know? But if you hit something downfield, the odds are you're going to get spat out somewhere.
Health and safety meeting.
Health and safety meeting, though.
What was that about, huh?
Jack Daniels.
Oh. Is that her name? Oh, what did he call that pocket? That is...
I don't know yet.
Oh no, he's walking around.
They're communicating. We're in the fishbowl, so we can't hear them.
Oh, he called the other pocket.
No way. That was
Oh,
such a good
yeah.
jump. Appreciate the honesty from Al on the sportsmanship.
Yeah. Easily could go the other way. We are playing for thousands of dollars here, and he,
Eventually got to live with yourself, you know?
yeah, it's true.
What a shot. That was perfect with 7.
Oh, Steve is just laying it down right now, man. I like coming 2 rails around.
I do too.
You don't hold this with inside. You come 2 rails around. A little bit of right.
Absolutely. Center right and just tuck it. Perfect.
Good shot there, Steve. Good decision. I think too many players try to hold that with inside, which works, but
But you end up coming up flat or really long or both, you know?
yeah, it's just a little bit more difficult to judge.
Shot from Steve. Watch where this cue ball's going. Yeah. Didn't we just see that get called in the pro match the other day? The guy picked up the cue
Yeah.
ball. Like,
It's one of those, it doesn't get called much around here, but
yeah.
well, I've never seen it called. Well,
Well, it's usually kind of a respect thing. You know that ball's not going in the pocket. It's just settling up, going to the middle of the table, you know. And
oh yeah.
it's an
I played-
unfortunate kind of rule, stickler kind of thing. But
Yeah, I don't want to call anyone out. I played someone the other day where they would make the 10 rifle it in 100 miles an hour, and even though the cue ball's bouncing back and forth
yeah.
like on a straight plane, but they would grab it while it was still going like 10 miles an
Oh, dude,
hour,
you
like
can't be
still
doing that, you know.
flying around. Like
See, that's a different story. If it's coming to a rest like that, you know, that's a
yeah. If it's coming to a rest against a rail, whatever. Like save me the extra second of my life. But
yeah. But anybody who's played league or played Argona Nationals, you know, it's just not what you do. The other thing is reaching into the pocket too to grab a cue ball, right? You just don't. No.
yeah,
No.
oh, that's a great break there from Steve. Probably the best one I've seen from him so far.
Yeah, the break lies kind of funny though. This 1-5, tough.
Yeah, didn't quite get the spread that he was looking for, but as far as results off the break, he made that second ball on the side.
This might be an easy safe though. Behind that 2-8, that's a fortunate little cluster right there. To play it with a little bit of high right. Play this 1 ball real fat. Just gonna float down. He might even try and go behind a 7. It's pretty good. That's pretty good from there.
I don't know. He might be able to see some of this one, Pete.
Yep.
And if he does, that 6 ball plays pretty big.
I think he does see this one. I don't mind this though, because this table is not easy to run from here either. So I think Steve's odds sitting on the bench right now are. I'm definitely not kicking myself because this one's got to hit the 6 perfectly. This one could spit out on the bottom rail, or not do any of the things I just said. Pretty amazing trying to call pool when someone plays a totally different style you do. You know, it's like
Oh no. 5 to the 7, Pete. 5 to
Yeah.
the 7, and Steve's out.
I'm not really going to call it, but I think I am. I think the fatigue is setting in for Al a little bit. We're starting to get pretty late in the Sunday.
Yeah, for sure, but
We're not getting the whole dedication to the shots, I guess.
man, I mean, hard to tell, man. It's hard
Yeah.
to tell. Obviously,
It could
it's
just be super unfortunate rolls, right?
obviously it's a little frustrating when you lose your first one, and I don't know if that level of intensity is and focus is still there, but maybe this is maybe he's had trouble closing, and this is why he hasn't gotten into the winner take all side pot.
True.
Watch out, corner pocket. Watch out, corner
Yeah.
pocket. Oh,
That ball rolled. That ball rolled. He was looking at it. He was getting ready to shoot it again.
yeah, this will be a big one. We got to get that. If you're an Owl fan, you got to get that big goose egg off the board. Turn it into a 1, and then maybe even a crooked number after that.
Yep. Again, we always go back to there's a humongous difference between 4-0 right now and 3-1. One rack. I don't like. It may just be me. I never play into the side pockets as much as I've seen today. Like
Yeah.
I avoid the side pockets at all costs unless I must. You know.
I'll play him more on a 9-footer because they're,
Yes.
sometimes they're a closer pocket. Oh,
Your pockets are so far apart, right, on a 9-foot, but on a diamond, these are the same size, and it's so tight. It's so much tighter.
yeah.
And the corners play big on barbell. I mean, comparatively to the diamonds that we play on the 9s, but
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Al's really starting to feel the heat now, or maybe just a bit of fatigue, like you said. It's a different Al than we saw the last set, or not the last set, but the last time we saw him on stream before playing Steve.
well, and it could be too that it could be on the Steve side. We're seeing a more dedicated and a more concentrated Steve. I mean, I know we just missed that shot right there, but he is more clued in on every single shot that he's lining up for now that he's in the second set.
Yeah, I don't like shooting this ball. I mean, well, if he has, yeah, as long as you don't have to go straight into the 8.
Right, left side pockets. Ugh. I used to love him on valleys.
Well, that's a great shot. Way to put himself back on the board.
Wow.
Yep.
I
3
didn't
to 1.
see that as an option. You
Yeah,
played that rail first?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna chat help us. I was looking away for a minute.
Yeah, well, that's going to put Al on the board for the first point he's had in 3 + 6, 9 games, I believe, unless, like
Yeah.
I said, I don't remember if he put one on the,
No, I don't think so. I think he won straight up. I think it was six in a row and then 3 in a row right here.
yeah, that was big. That's said it a little bit earlier, right? You gotta put a stop to this level of momentum. It's like a ripple in the tide, man. You gotta slow it down.
Both players taking a bathroom break. All right, back on.
Well.
Just gonna stand here, waiting for the table, man.
You're a good stander, Pete.
I'm a good stander. I sit all the time, bro. Yeah, I know we talked about UPA being over there on the far tables. I don't know if I could play League on a Sunday. Hey, take care, Mike.
Hey, take care, Mike.
He was here for like an hour and a half, right? Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a refill on my water. You want something?
I'm golden for a minute.
Yep. Straight into it, John. Damn.
What is
So
he
he did
talking
play
about?
straight when we with a 10 ball off the.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
had
I
to
went
put that
straight
up.
into it for sure.
I think we both happened to look away at the wrong time.
He did that really well. That's
Yeah.
tough to judge that cut as close as he was to the 8.
I agree.
He had to cut the 8, and the 8 had to cut the 10. He judged it perfectly.
Okay, interesting table. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we're gonna be here for a minute.
Ray says Justin needs a beer. Stop it. It's been a long day for sure. But it's been a fun one. Got to see a lot of Hill matches. Got to watch these guys duke it out. Looks like the... Oh, wow. Did he call that 7? A lot of momentum shifts. Thanks, Ray. Wow. A full 7-foot carom. I mean, a full 7-foot combo. Then kick the 1 in. Now he's got to shoot another combo, 2 into the 6. Yeah, good job holding the 2 ball there. Oh, this has been a ridiculous outbeat. I know you walked away for a second, but he
No.
comboed the ball 7 feet across the table.
What?
Yeah, and it wasn't even close to the pocket either. It was like a diamond and a half out or something. But
Ugh, we've seen that shot get missed time and time again. Brutal though. Brutal. This 5'9", I was kind of taking a little glance at it when I walked around the table. It's going to be hard to maneuver.
yeah, I mean, the 5 passes the 9 in the corner. As long as you have an angle from the 4 to get somewhere near that side rail. I like
Yep.
being next to the side rail so you can kind of punch out to the 8 in the same pocket.
I was going to say, I think the problem lies the 5 to 8 transfer, right?
Yeah. You just don't want the wrong angle coming into the 5, though. You'd like to.
Yeah, you
Hit
just
it
hit this
full.
kind of full, hit it full, and it's a lot of top, but
Yeah, I think he's still got room to cut this 5 if he chooses.
Yeah.
He can also play safe.
I'm liking the safe option here, brother. Because you can just
Yeah.
play that cue ball off that side rail, tuck it up on the 9, and who cares where that 5 goes?
Yeah, I like that a lot. You're likely to get a better look than you have on this 5 right now.
Oh, he stop shotted it.
Yeah,
Still worked out.
that was a good shot. It was a similar stroke to what he had early, but he made the necessary adjustment. Earlier, he tried to do kind of a kill stop shot, and it rolled
Yeah.
out on him. That one kind of stopped just in time for him.
What's the Fargo differences here? I didn't even look at that 5'11", 534, so it's pretty damn close.
Yeah, they're within 23 points of each other.
Oh, you're off. Oh, okay, Ray. You're off Fridays and Saturdays. Yeah, that's when the big tournaments kind of lie in there. Fridays, they always kind of have like the pre-tournaments going on, which is the single night start at 7 kind of nonsense. And then the big tour stops are, Tim puts on a good show, brother.
Oh, what a bank shot by Al. Now he's got one more thin slice to get out of this one. This cue ball's going to be moving, though.
Yeah. You know, it's not a bad tournament to play, though, is that the Metro tournaments. They're so much fun to go in there. It's like 8 o'clock start time or 7:30. And
Oh, yeah, the
it's
weekly
like 1 or
tournaments.
2 racks. Like,
Yeah.
it's so much fun to go in there and hang out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it just kind of takes away, and they're cheap. They're like $15, you know?
Yeah, it's a fun little weekly thing.
He's going to leave himself long in his 9, Justin. This is a not easy shot. I don't even care if it's straight in.
Yeah, no, this is
It's a lot of green. A lot of ocean.
a lot of ocean. What kind of
Well,
oceans
it's
are you going to,
blue
bro?
spot, man. Live
I-
by the Pacific.
You said
Pacific.
I know, but you said a lot of green. Like,
Well, because, you know, traditionally it's green cloth.
I'm just.
That was before your day.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Uh-oh, that's gonna scratch. And this one's gonna go to the one that pockets the 10. Not gonna do it to
No
you, Steve.
way, man.
Not
no
this time.
way.
Not gonna do it to you, Steve.
The one, it's the 10. No shit.
I don't have it in my heart to let him dog it anymore, man. I mean, I've been, like I said to JC, I've been ruining careers all day long.
Seriously, man. Oh, he's got a pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. He
Oh.
but that didn't look good.
you see that little leg kick right there?
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
for sure he
That,
missed
it
it.
looked like he hit that way too full,
Yeah.
but worked out. Another one for Steve. Steve going up 4-1. My goodness, Steve's just putting on a clinic, and as much as I hate to say it, I don't hate to say it, but Steve kind of deserved that rack. He kicked in a ball, he
I
comboed a
100%
ball, comboed another ball. He just
Yeah. A little too many mistakes on the L side right now.
well, John Sanchez says
Rectifiable.
California, the ocean is green.
True, dude. True. Especially this year, man. We got El Nino going. I think Long Beach and LA are going to be underwater by the time February hits. Because I lived there last time we had the El Nino, which is like 96 or whatever, and it was crazy. I've never seen so much rain in my life. People's cars were like floating away.
Leave it to Pete.
Long Beach was a different time. Remember, remember when, like I said, that referring back to that Lakewood trip that we had, which was not more than a hop, skip, and a jump from my old house that I grew up in
Yeah, that was
like
fun.
crap Long Beach.
Yeah,
My mom was like, "You make sure you guys stay safe," and I'm like, "We're okay."
yeah.
And then we go down there, and it's like one of the nicest areas I've been in a long time.
Mhm.
I'm like, "What happened?" 'Cause I remember Lakewood was like horrible, and then we drove by my old neighborhood. And they're like mansions now, and back in the day, man, there were people's like cars and stuff in the lawn, and it was horrible.
Oh yeah. What's that old Jeff Foxworthy joke? Like, you're a redneck, you go out, mow your lawn, and find a car.
It's exactly true. It's so true. Like you'd have neighbors with like grass that was like 3 feet tall, and it's like, brutal.
He's calling a 10. He's going to send this thing. I expect this to come out with a bit of pace, too. He's going to try and stop his cue balls. This ball's going to be flying around the table.
Where's this two ball going though? All right. I think Steve's sitting pretty okay right now. Obviously, maneuvering to the 3-4 is going to be a difficult one, but from where he's sitting right now is pretty good. He's definitely got room to maneuver to this 3, but he's got to back it up a little bit.
Sorry, Pete, we don't have a cough button. I've been asking you that for months.
Bro, you buy
Where's
the
our-
mixer, man. I'll send it to you. It's like only like $1,200, dude.
$1,200 for a cough button?
You
Jesus.
got a cough button right here. It's just your knob.
That's. I don't want to reach over.
Remember the original mixer that I brought in here was my Go XLR? Like awesome.
Oh,
All, like,
yeah,
colored.
Yeah. That was sick.
If I had that for 2 mics, I would be using that all day. I had like magnetic sliders and all that jazz. That's how I got this gig, man. I used to stream all the time. What a jump.
Wow, did he make that ball?
He did make that ball.
Oh,
Damn near perfectly.
That's sick.
All right, I think we're going to see a little bit of hold the bottom ball. Try and play this side to side. So
Pretty
5 on the
thin.
side.
It's tough to avoid this 10 here. He did it well.
Purple. You want a little bit more on it. Just a little. But he can still play this upfield and get around the 6. 6 is perfect.
Yeah, he can come up and down here if he needs to.
You play this on the side, maybe like a little top outside, a little touch on it.
You like coming 2 rails out back to the center of the table?
I really do.
Yeah,
Just because
I think that's the shot.
he didn't have a whole lot of outside, so he's going to sell himself a little short.
Yeah, I think that may have been part of his intention, just based on the pace of that cue ball.
I don't know how much the 6 was about the 7 though. That's the bigger issue at hand, right? Oh, he nailed it. That pocket was half the size. Half the size. What a great shot.
Yeah, hit it well. You like stunning up on the rail, up near the side pocket here?
No, I'm playing this top ball 2 rails all day.
Are ya?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it goes by the 10. I didn't even think about that. That's the right shot. For some reason, looking at the table, the 10 looks bigger than it does on camera.
Yes, no, I agree. We're not in a great position to see that angle anyways, too. It's downfield. Yeah, this is just business as usual. There's so many rails to play with down there. I mean, it's pretty steep on this 8, but it's okay.
Yeah, good shot there from Al. Putting up a crooked number on the board when this 10 drops 4-2.
Yeah. Crooked number.
Hey, come on, man. Got to keep it interesting, huh?
Oh, man. He got pretty good on the 10 ball. I thought he had more of a cut than that.
Yeah, no, it was pretty perfect if you ask me. I almost prefer a little bit of cut.
I do too, man. Force the top ball, slow roll. A lot of the times, man, you start getting a little bit more centered to the pockets. People start getting all funky with the jabbing balls in, too much ball speed. All it does is tighten down the pocket, right?
True. What? Oh, no, it is. It's a grind, baby. It's a grind.
Justin's still alive over here.
Hey, we're doing our best. Oh, Pete, I gotta tell you, man, it's been refreshing having you back in the booth, man.
Yeah, man.
I enjoy doing it with you.
I've had a busy hell of a 3 months, man. I had Philip's bachelor party, and
Yeah.
then wedding, and then
Yeah.
hunting, and then hell, man, it's like every weekend just kind of lined up poorly, and it's been out. I did play in one of them. I played him it was like 4 weeks ago.
Well, I enjoy it, man. It's fun. Yeah, I
do
remember
enjoy it,
that.
too.
You showed up for like what, 2 hours and then left?
No, I was playing in it, man. And then
I
that's
know
when
you were.
smack
I
talking
know
me,
you
bro.
were playing in it. You didn't last very long. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, brother. I did win that one though. That was great.
Oh, I can't watch. He's moving both those balls. Okay.
Yeah, we're not allowed to. We're gonna look away for confidentiality. Not liable. The worst thing in the world, Justin. It's only happened like once or twice. When people come back, we need to see the replay. It's like, no. I'm not gonna start touching that machine over there. That's barely alive.
I'm pretty sure I haven't talked to him. I'm pretty sure the cook that works here is the guy that used to be the cook over at Charlie's place on 43rd and Thunderbird.
Really?
I haven't I don't want to say introduced myself, but said hi. I haven't
Yeah,
seen him in
yeah.
years. And Charlie's place is where I kind of learned how to play. That's where Kit kind of taught me.
Really?
Yeah, he taught me what ball in hand was and all that good stuff.
The basics.
Yeah, no, it's but
old
that
foundation.
guy introduced himself to me years ago. I wonder if he remembers me when I couldn't make 2 balls in a row, and now here I am, a 627.
Well, Justin, you still look like you're 12, so you probably don't look a whole lot different.
Come on, man. God, Pete.
Yeah, this 4 ball is proved to be tough. This is that part of the rack and 10 ball where we're just kind of poking stuff around, hoping something sticks. 5 and a 6 are definitely still interesting. To put it nicely. And now the 4 ball is going to stay interesting.
Yeah, I think I like banking this ball. I think you're up 4-2. You can really kind of put the dagger in the heart here if you make this and get on the 5, like he did, kind of fortunately there.
Oh my gosh.
Really hit that ball with a lot of pace. He didn't have to hit it that hard. He could have kind of banked that. I don't want to say pocket speed, but at least held your cue ball a little bit more. I only got that rack out of there.
Oh, you're calling it now? All right.
Hey, no, I'm against it. I like it there. I could use a roll or two.
Get it off. Get it off the damn table.
I could use a roll or two.
Well, depending on the 6 goes. Judging by how he hit it and how it's lined, 6 definitely does not go. Oh, it tightened up. What the hell happened? I thought the 6 was way past that 10. Looking at it earlier.
Yeah, I like rolling, clipping the side of the 6, trying to. Oh, that'll work. Oh, tied it right back up.
And made the end of the rack pretty tough, too.
Yeah, tied that thing right back up. But, however,
He's probably going to have to deal with that 7 now. right?
check this out, Pete. If he misses a 6, that's a 6-10 combo. You're not going to try and break that 7 out and hope for the best.
I agree.
You have to disrupt it.
No, you have to. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You got to hit something coming downfield. Don't hit it wide.
Yeah, wide is the worst. Even if you come short and run into the 10, you're still kind of making them earn it a little bit. But coming wide is the worst thing you can do.
Yup.
Yeah, 6-10 coming here. You're not dealing with that. You're not dealing with that 7-8, I don't think. I think he's going straight 6-10 here.
Yep, I think so. He's feeling the same thing. We shall see. Combos are never easy. Unless they're wired. This is far from wired.
Yeah, it's a cut, but I mean,
It's
you have a
close.
little bit of insurance with the 7-8 tied up.
What a shot.
Oh, Steve
What?
putting himself on the hill.
What a great save, too, right there.
Yeah, beautiful.
Great save.
Well, Steve is 1. Let's go ahead and break this down. We are on our second set.
Yep,
Steve
gotta lay
won
it
the
out there
first
again.
one.
Yep.
We're on our second set. If
Yes,
Al
sir.
wins it out, he's not in the winner take all side pot, which I believe was $760. If Al wins it outright, it's $1,570, and Steve will take home $1,780 because he is in the winner take all. However, if Steve wins, he wins $2,330, and Al's only taking home a measly grand.
Measly, yeah.
Measly grand.
Measly. I could use a grand right now.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad.
Hell of a safety though, man. That was great. I don't think he recognized that 610 went either, but if he did, that makes that safety even better. Makes
Yeah.
it even better.
Yeah, I think if you're Al there, you have to bang. I mean, you have to kick it that a little bit shorter.
Yep. Just because you just want to guarantee, even if it goes shorter, you hit the 10, right? Get it out.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my thoughts on it. Yeah, I don't.
Unfortunate roll onto the side. This table is wide open for Al. Run this out. Damn, Justin, I should have played this freaking tournament.
Yeah, you're too busy slacking, man.
I am slacking.
Too busy limping around with your gout, bad knees. Come on,
There ain't
man.
no way. We're definitely golfing together for sure. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm just
dude.
gonna run you into the creek.
Oh, drive the car in the creek.
Just
and
next
take
to
us-
just shove you out.
Oh man, that's brutal. What a way to
It's
go.
happening. It's happening.
At least I died doing something I love.
True, but what what golf courses have creeks in Arizona, right? Usually just big lakes. All right, Al.
I'm
what you
still
got?
pretty fixated on you telling me I got into it with a guy.
Are you?
Yeah, when
you,
was
you,
that?
You barely got into it with him. You just like turned around and respectfully told him like that was not good, and then you came back and you were super apologetic.
Was he being
Oh, he was a complete jerk.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like a chips tournament or something. But you should have definitely like caused a way bigger scene, and you didn't.
Don't remember.
Because I was watching, and then yeah, there was a couple other people watching too. It's just like,
Oh yeah.
Lord,
Yeah.
maybe it was Wednesday night.
Maybe.
I don't remember. That was a while ago.
I feel like I would remember that. That's crazy. Oh, this rack
way.
now. This rack looks twice as nice.
Yeah.
It's not a store, like a secondhand store, twice as nice. No, I'm serious. It's like a thrift store. That's where I got that from. Why is that funny? That's not funny.
It's pretty funny.
Shut up, dude.
He wanted that ball to run a little bit further, so he's not dealing with his 10. It kind of forced him not to use a whole lot of running English on that, so just gonna leave it a little longer for the 8.
Yeah, you'd much rather prefer an angle on this 8 so you can naturally get back to the 9, but now he's straight. He's got to straight draw this thing out of there. It's a tough shot for him.
He's got enough angle here. I think he's okay, but he's got to watch ball speed at this point, right?
Yeah, well, hey, what are you doing? Are you killing this with inside and coming
No,
down
I'm-
side rail, bottom rail, and
I'm
back in?
stroking the hell out of this ball. I'm sending it all the way around the table. He's got a lot of angle.
Really?
Yep.
I think you can hold it.
You think so?
Yeah, you hold it with inside so you don't run into the 10 like that.
I thought he was going to go up above it, and you're screwed on that angle too. So
Yeah, I really thought that shot called for a touch of inside. Well, maybe a lot of inside. Holds the angle off that second rail. It slides off the first rail and grabs on the second.
he also caught that 9 ball with a lot more ball than I expected too. I thought it was going to be more like close to the 90-degree cut, where you touch it in. Let's see. Let's see it. This is a good cut.
Oh, hit it well. Al putting himself on 3.
Hell of a shot. Staying in it.
Yep.
Staying in. John Sanchez says, I agree with Justin. Never agree with Justin, ever.
What
Never
else?
agree with him.
What else is new? Right again. I'm just kidding.
Never agree with Justin.
Oh, we're having fun back here today, Pete. I can
It's
tell
been
you,
good.
man, the long days when I'm by myself.
I don't know how you do it. Like, if I was here alone for commentary, I wouldn't do it.
I like pool.
I wouldn't do it.
I like pool, man.
Yeah.
And I
Well, you
love-
also have the voice and, like, kind of knack for it. You love it.
well, I do love it. Oh, I wouldn't say I had the voice, but I do love it.
Remember in the beginning when we first started doing this stuff, every time someone would walk away, it was like the worst thing in the world. You're just like sitting
Oh,
here
yeah,
talking
you're
to yourself.
sitting there with,
Oh,
yeah, no,
God. I can't.
sitting there like,
I need some rebounds.
oh,
Yeah.
that one's good. Good shot.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we're going to take over the pool scene, man. VNEA is first. We're going to take over the VNEA. They have a live stream all week for nationals.
Oh yeah.
Last time I watched the stream out there, we are so much better. We are so much better.
Oh yeah.
We get the nationals job. Oh my gosh, we'll be celebs. Celebs.
Awfully cocky, Pete. I love it. Dream big, baby. Dream big.
Yeah, their streaming service up there wasn't that great.
I don't know the perks. The perks of being able to drink on the job over here is pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. We drink water. by the way.
Water.
Water.
Lots of water.
Health and safety meetings. A lot of them.
Health and safety meetings.
A lot of them. Like at least 10 in health and safety meetings.
Oh,
Oh my God, what a shot.
Love the way that he went there. He was using that third rail to come out for the 3.
Yeah, this 4 ball's gonna be a little tricky though. If it passes by the 8 into the corner, he's okay. He's looking at it right now, giving a second eyeball. He's a little straight on this 3 ball. I think he either takes it with the top outside or he's gonna draw it. Opting for top outside. That's what I'm looking. Yep.
Man,
Good float.
shot. Good shot there. Now what to do with the 6 when you get there? Does the 6 pass the 9? I don't think so.
I swear to God, that 6 has been in that uncomfortable position all night. Every rack.
Yeah, it's a good safe opportunity. If you get relatively full on the 6,
He's looking at it right now.
yeah, I mean, it might go, but if you get relatively full on it, you got a good chance to just lock him up on the 9. So you just get this cue ball over somewhere near the side rail over there.
Yep. Playing this with all left. Is that Bert and Sophia? I just see him walking in the building.
Oh, sure is.
I thought they were retired.
I'm not talking to them right now.
Oh, yeah?
Nope.
They take you for some money?
Nope.
They did take you for some money.
No, they just dipped. No, they didn't dip. Me and Dara set up a match with them yesterday. We weren't supposed to play.
Dodged.
Yeah,
Dodged the
and
match.
then
You and Dara. really?
yeah, dude, it was like,
Look at this save.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, that's I think that's pretty
No,
good.
Dar texted him. Dar texted him like an hour from when they were supposed to be there, and they didn't respond. And half an hour when we're supposed to play, they didn't respond. And then called them when they were supposed to play, and they didn't respond. And then all of a sudden,
We got some beef on the radio, huh?
yeah. And all of a sudden, I hit them up. I'm like, hey, what's going on? They said, new number, who dis? I'm like, oh,
you got who dissed?
yeah, I got who
No
dis.
way.
Yeah, no. I'm just giving them a hard time. I love Bert.
No,
so
we're gonna get them on the mic. We're gonna figure this out.
No, they ran into some kind of issue. I think they're with Robert, and Robert got a flat tire or
gotcha.
something. Or
He does have this 6. Oh,
yeah, no,
he's gonna leave it good. He's gonna leave it good.
yeah, he sure did.
Leave it real good.
They had a legitimate excuse. I'm just giving them a hard
Yeah,
time. But yeah, no, love Bert and Sophia.
I was gonna say Bert's like 120, could still beat me up in a street fight. So the first time I went out to ACS, man, I was out there with
Dude's made of stone.
Gibbs, John Halter, me, Bert, and Sarah Miller.
I don't know who half those guys are because I'm not a fossil.
They're your age and mine.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, Jeremy Gibbs, Sarah Miller. You know,
I know
they're-
Jeremy
okay,
Gibbs,
yeah,
but
yeah.
the first two names.
Well,
you were talking
John
about.
Halter's a little.
Who?
And then John Halter. I don't know. I don't know if he's still playing pool or not. I just met him through Bert's team when he put it together. And then Bert comes back, and there was singles, and then we went into the teams, right? And then Bert was like, "I'm playing in the super seniors." I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Like, super seniors? He's like, "Yeah, you got to be this age." I'm like, "There's no way you're that old." He's like, he's over there killing everybody. Everybody else got oxygen tanks to like walking around the table with, and it's just Bert. I'm like, oh my god. That was the most fun time I've ever had at nationals in my entire life. That's when I
Yeah.
picked up Dwayne out of the planter. He got so hammered the first night we were there. I had to pick him up out of the bushes.
Oh,
That
nice.
was great. Sorry, Dwayne, if you're watching. Still on you
No,
with the phone.
no. Don't apologize for nothing.
That was the tournament. Oh my gosh, the 6 almost went. That was the first tournament where they required pants and a collared shirt, and my chihuahua had gotten in my suitcase and peed on all my stuff before I had left. So I had to run down the Las Vegas Boulevard to the Kohl's or whatever that's on there
Really?
and go buy pants like 30 minutes before my first match.
Your Chihuahua?
Chihuahua, my chalupa. Shots.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything, Jess. I'm not gonna say anything.
I was
about the
waiting
Magic
for you,
Rack.
bro. I was waiting
Did you
for
see
you.
that thing skip? Did you see it move?
You and your magic racks, man. They're good for the game.
They are. I really do enjoy
Good for
playing
the
with them.
game. Especially finesse breaks and 8-ball. Great for the game. Where none of the balls move off of the rack. I know that's your personal favorite. And
That
you
was
can't-
the story that I was talking about. The only time I ever got in with a fellow pool player was over a Magic Rack and 8-ball.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, for that exact reason. It
Well,
wasn't breaking, so
so
every
now you're-
ball was just like stuck in the middle. I'm like, what
So
are we
now you're
doing?
bitter for life, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Here's a
that was a
question.
good stroke. That was a
Oh,
good stroke.
that was
Get there.
great stroke. He's gonna bring this thing within one. This is gonna be
Yep.
5-4 here in a second, Pete. Here's a question. Why
Yes.
use a template rack if you're gonna slow break? Do not get it.
Well, I use a template rack?
No, I've seen people purposely grab the template rack and kind of finesse break to prolong the game, and it's like, well, why are you grabbing
Oh,
the
for
template
the
rack?
intent to prolong it?
Yeah.
Well, I think that people like usually have a softer break on a template rack because
Well,
they're
no, like-
tighter, right?
Like intentionally,
yeah,
like
but intentionally
slow
doing that, I
roll,
don't know.
break it, 3 balls at a rail, and then you're in like a 1 pocket match.
Yeah,
Those guys.
yeah, I can't. Yeah, like I slow down my 9-ball and 10-ball break on template racks just because you don't need that speed, right, to kind of go through the bologna
Oh
sauce
yeah,
that
no,
it is.
that's
but
not what I'm referring
yeah,
to.
no, but the way you're talking, yeah, I don't know, man. That's frustrating too. I don't like when people break like that. It's not good for the game.
Well,
It's
I don't
no fun for anybody on the table, right? Not fun to look at, not fun to play.
mind the break. I'm just saying, why grab a template rack if you're gonna do that? I've seen that a few times.
I do not know, brother.
All right, we got a ball game, Pete. This is the second set. Steve beat Al the first set. I believe 6-3 or 6-4.
Yeah, you can talk to Tim and you guys can lift balls.
Yeah, he was definitely not happy about, I think, where his cue ball kind of lined up after playing across that temple rack. Al just asked me a question about removing balls off of possibly in the future. I referred him to the league operator, get it all removed.
The tournament director, bro.
The tournament director.
The TD. Tim Daniel, tournament director. What a coincidence.
Wow, I didn't even put two and two together.
Ah,
Set that.
yeah, dude. I thought about it the other day. I'm like, man, what a perfect recipe.
The TD, the Tim Daniel.
Yeah, the Tim Daniel.
You gotta say Tim Daniels though with a Z.
Oh my gosh.
Not even an S.
Drives me nuts when people are like, oh, you know Tim Daniels, right? I'm like,
Oh, I say it all the time just to irritate him.
oh, do you?
Oh yeah.
Does it irritate him?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that.
It's the best part in the world.
Anything to get under his skin a little bit, right?
It's like kind of the same petty level as when you're playing someone you don't like and you put the chalk upside down.
Do you do that?
No.
Oh,
I've only done it once. Only done it
dang,
once.
dude. That's just straight
It's like
savagery.
petty level. Petty
Yeah,
level.
that's extremely petty, Pete.
It's fantastic though. All right, again, welcome everybody coming in. We're on the second set, going to the finals. Steve has already dipped once on Al, and Steve is on the hill. For the big numerical number, if Steve wins, he's going to be $2,330 richer, and Al's going to be 10,000, or not 10,000, sorry, 1,020. The big Joker card in all this is that Al did not get into the side pot, so regardless of Steve's loss, he's still going to get $1,780 if Al wins, and Al will get $1,570. It's kind of a big curveball. I think it's the first time it's ever happened where someone's not in the sides in the finals.
Yeah, the winner take all. I think Jay was in a situation like that. I just don't remember exactly.
It's a lot of money on the table. So with Steve winning just the semifinals to get to the finals, he's already up $760. So plus the second place money. And that's if and win, not win, if there's a loss.
Are your parents watching today, Pete?
I don't know.
Mine might be. I don't know. I know I got some family that watches from time to time.
We got a Sullivan in the chat. We'll see.
Sully?
I think it's hilarious that you call me that. That's like my dad's nickname.
Yeah, Sully roll call. Anyone out there?
I told my dad that. I'm like, Justin calls me Sully, and now it's starting to stick. And he was like, yep, it's game over, brother.
Yep. Oh, now you're gonna start wearing the New Balances and.
Oh no! Not before you.
Whoa,
Did he
whoa,
just call
did he
that?
call that? Did he call
I
that?
don't think so.
Oh man!
Basically,
Oh, he did. He called it. That'll do it. Oh my goodness! What a finale to that match.
I did not expect that. I thought he was kicking that 2-ball
Jesus
upfield. We're gonna be here for a couple of
Christ.
safeties.
All right. Well, that will do it. Congratulations, Sean Brooks. This is Justin Ray and Peter Sullivan. Well, that'll do it. Congratulations to Steve. I think his last name's Molden or something like that.
Yep.
Congratulations to Steve. Double dip and Al. And congratulations to Al for a great weekend.
That was a hell of a kick. I'm still in shock.
Yeah, it was. I didn't see him call the 10 like that. That was incredible.
Let's shout out our sponsors before everybody walks out of here on us. We got Mike Gwynn. If you're still in chat, Realty One out here in Arizona. We got Off the Rail Apparel, Paradise Patio Furniture, Southwest Billiards, Digital Pool, as always, and Hydro's Glass.
Yes, sir.
And then Qualtech. We got Qualtech right there. Sorry, John. I mean, we only shouted you out, like a million times. So.
Yeah. He deserves it, though.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. So, like Justin said, thank you guys, everybody, for joining us and being patient with all of our internet issues. It should be solved in 2 weeks. I know I say it all the time, but
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
The last rat.
The last rat, yeah.
Shout out to my dad.
All right, guys, we're going to do the traditional. Me and Justin are going to step away from the mics. We're going to keep the camera rolling for the check signings and pictures. And we'll call it there. Thank you guys, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you all. Thank you, Pete, for doing it. And we will see you next time.
Yes. Word.
Word. All right, guys. We want to thank all you guys for tuning in. Oh, yeah. 1 second. All right, guys. We want to thank everyone for tuning in. Once again, thank you guys for all the support in this tour. We're going to have a tour finale coming up on January 6th, I believe. This is the last tour stop to qualify to play in the finale. I think there's big money added to that. We expect to see you all there. A bigger paycheck for sure, I imagine. And we will see you guys at the next one. Once again, thank you, Bullshooters. Thanks to all our sponsors. Thanks, everyone, for making this possible. And I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down. We appreciate everyone. Thanks a lot. See you next time.